you can only hear the one. Ah, there we are. Alright, should be good to go now. Well, let's make sure. Make sure everything's good. Should be fairly simple. No, potentially not. Alright, everyone, we are going to be getting started here very, very shortly. I just got to check a few things out, and we will get on to Battle Brothers, as you can hear in the background. All right, let's see. Make sure that the game is captured here. Looks like it is not. And there we are. Welcome to the second stream, I think, of the channel. Actually, this is probably the third one, but I hid the first one because it was so garbage. And that's not including any of the the Twitch streams we did for about 6 months. So, welcome, hello, and let's play some Battle Brothers. So we are going to be starting a new campaign today here. It is going to be a Legends mod campaign, and it is going to be an Iron Man campaign. I'm going to turn the light down just a tad here. There we go, so I look less like an insane person. And I think that I have decided that I am going to be either playing as the... I mean, there's so many cool people, but the Anatomists, the Inquisition, or the Rangers. So I kind of like the idea of you move faster on the campaign map, and you can always get a scouting report for any enemies near you. So that's kind of fun. Now, the downside is, of course, if your Ranger and Druid die, that's game over. So you have avatars. So, you kind of get a little bit of column A and a little bit of column B. But I feel like we've done a little bit with the Rangers kind of start with the Band of Poachers. So another option is the Beast Slayers. So Beast Slayers start with decent equipment and some Beast trophies, but they don't necessarily... You get 20% worse prices on just about everything. So that's kind of interesting. It would also, you know... I don't know. There's a lot of really cool stuff that we could do here. So, let's go ahead and start with the Anatomists. So the Anatomists are... You start with three men. You start with 3 men. And high funding. You are able to research the corpses of your fallen foes and gain knowledge to empower your men. However, they will never be of confident morale. Now, that's not to say that they're always going to be, you know, bad morale, but they're never going to be confident. They're never going to get that 10% boost to fighting that you kind of get throughout the course of the campaign, or you may. So, let's go ahead and do that. We are going to... Well, I'll tell you what. This seems like a good one for the Anatomists. The Dead Runners. Why not? I don't know why. Alright, we are going to be doing a random late game crisis. We are going to be moving up to veteran, and medium funds. We are going to be running with Iron Man mode. However, I am not brave enough to go with an unexplored map as of yet. So, I think that's just a random map seed. But, yeah. Let's go ahead and get started. As far as the Legends mod goes, 50, these are all just base. One thing I do want to do is I want to have all trade buildings available. So I have been told that that's a valuable thing to have. Otherwise, everything else is pretty much just normal. And yep, we are going to skip the camp tutorial. Let's apply, and we'll save it. Let's go ahead and get started. Oh, so how is everyone's Wednesday going? I am on vacation. I am very much enjoying myself. And, yeah. You thought them bounty hunters at first, but they were quick to correct you that they were announced themselves as researchers, not searchers. When you were still yet confused, they explained that they were anatomists, which did not help their efforts. Frustrated, they called you a colloquial hole, which you were proud to retort that you knew what colloquial meant, but they laughed and said you misheard, for they were referring to you in the bird sense. With them laughing in your face, you drew your sword, and at this point they put their hands in the air, each one holding a purse filled with crowns. After some further talk, you figured out that they're eggheads with a keen interest in corpses. Being that you are quite talented in creating corpses, they saw fit to hire you to do exactly that for them. You will traverse the land, hiring a formidable band of mercenaries, and help these peculiar men accomplish their scientific tasks. All that you ask is that they do not why can't I read today? That they not do funny things with your body if you happen to die. The Anatomists put on warm smiles and promised they'd never do such a thing to a man they're doing business with. Each one of them looks like they learned how to smile from a dead man, but you'll just have to take their word for it. Alright, so at the beginning here, we start with 3 men, grand total of 6. We also start with a fair amount of money here, 1,700 in total, and several books. The Tome of Beasts, the Greenskin Research Notes, Leisure of the Dead, and the Book of Legends. So these are all specifically related to some of the monsters throughout the area. We also start with an Apotheosis Potion, which gives 1+ hit points and 1+ fatigue. Interesting. Fascinating. We also have this. We have a bandage, a set of bandages. Anne, what can you do? Anne is, well, let's go over our troops here. So, sorry about that. Anne comes with some basic armor, head armor 32, body armor of 55. She is an anatomist, club-footed, so plus fatigue for every tile traveled, and insecure. Will never be of confident morale, which is fine, and plus 5 melee and ranged defense. We look at Burnfried, also an anatomist, predictable, so minus 5 initiative, and minus 5 chance hit to the head. However, lumbering, so minus 20 initiative, comes with 3 stars in initiative, though. Interesting. And 10% melee damage, content, and double grip. And lastly, Clara is predictable, double-tongued, which is interesting, and that's about it. So let's look at the stats then. So Clara actually has some really, really strong statistics, even if the base stats are pretty bad, and really strong melee skill as well. Really good armor, so 70 armor on the anatomist robe and 30 for the anatomist hood, as well as 145 for a full cloth mask and a kettle helm. So very nice, honestly. Although a terrible HP, as is to be expected for the anatomists. Really, really great melee stars, resolve stars. So, I mean, you could fairly easily be something very, very valuable. All right, Burnfried. Burnfried comes with middling stats to begin with. Decent HP, decent initiative. Fatigue is not terrible. I mean, we could make you a dodge tank, I suppose, but that minus initiative stat really screws with us. And then lastly, we have Anne. And Anne is very competent in melee combat. Really competent in ranged defense as well. So it looks like she may be a really good two-hander, especially since she has club-footed. So that's going to be a little bit problematic to get her into position to actually make those, or, do those fights. So in any case, let's go ahead and take a look at what we're working with. So we start on the southwestern portion of the map. This is almost identical it's identical in certain ways to some of the other stuff that we did. But there is a southern kingdom, a northern kingdom, and then a northeastern kingdom. Of those, I don't quite know which one we're going to start with, but, maybe we want to go down and do some of this southern stuff and then work with the southern cities and go from there. In either case, we need to go to Königsmünde, which is very, very close to us, and we are going to try and buy some troops, buy some equipment, and take on our first quest. So, being that this is a fishing settlement, I would expect that there's going to be a few things to buy here. Does not look like things are very cheap, which is unfortunate, but we could still make something work here. In either case, let's go ahead and hire, see what we have here. So a lot of fishermen, I'm assuming. I did get the tryout mod a little bit fixed up. It's not going to be the exact same as it was prior to the system restart, but I apologize about that. That's the way it is. Sorry, I need drinks. So first and foremost, let's take a look at who we can hire on here. So Farord is too expensive. Redway the fisherman, 2 stars in melee attack, 2 stars in HP, 3 stars in fatigue, as well as decent statistics. I think this is going to be our first hire. Also impatient. Actually, cocky plus impatient. You could be a really solid ranged attack. Here, we'll keep an eye on you. You could be a really solid two-hander. I think that would be great. You see the artisan. Not good enough base stats in either respect. Not good enough resolve. Also team player, but ailing, so that's a no. Wigaric is a survivor and lucky. Phenomenal fatigue with 3 stars in it. Good initiative, as well as decent melee stats. You know what? I think that is going to be a really strong pick as well. That could be something that we work for as a dodge tank. Does he have dodge? He does have dodge. Does he have relentless? He does have relentless. He has relentless and dodge. Very interesting. Okay. I could see how this guy could be very, very valuable to us. Survivor and lucky. You know, that's not a bad pick. Let's keep looking, though. Jost. Very bad star placement, very bad base stats. That's going to be a no. Francesca. Cripples are always a little bit worse for wear. No star placement, no good base stats. All right. Ulbrich the Fisher. Fear of nobles. Is that when in battle with nobles? Yeah. Drunkard. Ooh, drunkard's not good. That's gonna be a negative. Clements the Drunkard is also a drunkard. Let's go with nope. Aban the Crawler is fearless but greedy. 63 base melee stats, as well as high initiative. Max roll on fatigue and max roll on HP as well. I think you are going to be our first pickup here. Archibald the Ascetic is charming and a sure shot. So good ranged damage, but minus 10 ranged defense. Doesn't really matter because he doesn't have good base stats. I think we're going to pass on that guy. Alphonse is going to be a pass as well. Can't afford Alice. Although, great looking base stats there. Antika the Studious, also no. Bad star placement. Great melee stats, but minus 8 melee defense is going to be hard to come around from. Because we're going to spend the first, like, 5 levels just getting Andika to 0, so. Alias is not our man. Theodulf. Aggressive, so 15% melee damage, but minus 5 defense from each surrounding enemy. That's kind of tough. Bright, so plus experience gain. Hartwig the Tatterdemalion. I don't know what that means, but okay. Looks fairly decent in terms of fatigue and initiative. Another dodge tank, perhaps, especially with 10 base melee defense, but does come with a fear of greenskins, which is kind of not great. On top of that, we have very, very low base resolve. So if we ever do get in a fight, and you're a drunkard, it's just not going to work out. All right. Oh, my goodness gracious. What a guy. I don't even care. You're mine. You're mine now. Okay, now let's actually look at his statistics here. 66 base melee stats with 3 stars. 6 melee defense with 3 stars. 1 star in hit points. Decent fatigue to start. Decent initiative. And crappy resolve. So we'll need to fix that. But, woo! And Iron Jaw. Really, really good. Killer on the run. So we have experienced this before. We have not gone through any of the negatives of Killer on the Run just yet. I'm sure they'll come back to bite us, but we do need to remember that that is coming. All right, next up is a Brawler. Folk is a Brute, so minus 5 melee skill, plus 15% damage on a hit to the head, as well as Cocky. Minus 5 melee defense, minus 5 range defense. Really, really want that 5-star max roll on attack, because his other stats are fairly good, but he's going to be running with quite literally 50, so he's going to start with 52 melee attack, as well as minus 10 melee defense. It's really tough to come back from. I don't quite know if that's going to be the way that we want to take this. So let's ignore that for now and keep going. All right, Loyal, Steady Hands, so plus 5 to ranged skill. We currently don't have any rangers that I've been able to see. Let's go through these guys to make sure just that I wasn't crazy. We do have, okay, so Clements the Drunkard has good range skill, but he's drunk, so that's minus 10 on higher, so that's not great. Redway the Fisherman, I think, is also going to be someone we hire, so that's gonna put us up to 6 in total. We now have to somehow get these guys out, probably as minimally as possible here. You do a hatchet. Let's get this. All right, Anne doesn't have a weapon at all, but is actually quite proficient. Okay, dagger, pickaxe. Who do we really want to sit? We really want Frederick to be in a good spot. So, I don't know. I mean, so this is such a risk taking the Killer on the Run, but it's going to be so valuable to actually have this guy in a good spot. Here, you know what? Let's replace your stuff with... Nope, no. Let's replace your stuff with Anne's stuff. That way we can put you at least in some form of protective, shield here. And then I'm probably also going to buy this pitchfork, which we are going to give to... Who was it? Was it Anne? Anne that needed the pitchfork? Yeah, because she's a clubfoot. Okay. So let's go with that. I'm going to give you... Nope. You're going to get the spear. And do we have any shields that we can buy? We can buy bucklers. Bucklers are cheap. Let's go ahead and get them. Pop that. You have enough armor that I'm really not concerned about you dying super quickly. But a bond, probably a little bit more important here. Let's give these guys at least base levels of armor. I think that'll be good. And then this is a linen tunic, which we replace. And at this point, we're kind of poor. So we gotta start doing some work here. First and foremost, return an item, escort a caravan, treasury transfer, or return... Yeah, let's go return this item. The Moonstone Circlet. 320 crowns. Let's go ahead and do this. So this should be fairly easy, I'm hoping. At least with 6 guys. I do know that at the beginning, the Legends mod does tend to start you with the Bandit Rabble, which is hopefully in a good spot for us. All right, now we do have a War Dog to be concerned with. And other than that, this guy is probably going to be the... This is going to be the biggest worry or concern for us, so... Now, where's this War Dog going? Okay, there we go. Now, Frederick. Okay, we do have Surround on this guy. Ow. I wouldn't be surprised if we lose someone early on, just FYI. This is kind of par for the course. Okay, let's move forward. Burnfried. Let's see. You're going to support Redway. And Frederick does have Impatient, doesn't he? No? No, he just has Phenomenal Initiative. Okay, never mind. That's fine. Double miss. That's not good. Ow. Please don't do that. That was a double hit. 50%. Dang. Do we just want to try and smack him? Yeah. Dislocated shoulder. Oh, that's going to hurt. Abon the Crawler. Yeah, let's just try and get the kill there. You are bleeding from a ripped ear. Not great. Okay, so... Who has the bandage? Did I not give the bandage to anyone? Oh, dear. Alright, we gotta finish this quickly. Oh, Abon's probably gonna die. Never mind. Oh, man. We're getting unlucky on these randoms already. All right, well done. I'm sorry. You're probably going to die here, aren't you? Oh, no. Just for one more turn. Okay. Cool. Nice. I do forget that the bleeding stops temporarily. Or at least not permanently. Ouch. Okay, let's get a little bit closer. Perfect. Ouch. Gotta go with that hurts. No, we are not getting you anywhere near anything here. Perfect. Alrighty, let's keep moving. I would love it for a moment if these guys didn't hit every shot that they took. Let's be real. Perfect. All right, and it is over. So that took a fair bit of damage out of us. 76, 60, 66. We didn't really get too much for it. We got the monk's robes, which is decent. Wooden stick, at least at this point, it's decent. Kind of generic, but nonetheless. Let's go ahead and collect our pay. Fortunately, tools and supplies really not a concern right now. So even if we took the repair tent, look at all of that. It's 13 tools as opposed to like what that could be later on, which is 60 plus. So excellent. Next on the docket is armed courier. 40 crowns in advance, another 160 when the job is done. To Erlstadt. Where is Erlstadt? Erlstadt is east? Yeah, far east. For 200 crowns, I'm hesitant to take that, to be honest with you. Treasury transfer. 80 crowns. 100 crowns to Hohenbrook. Where's Hohenbrook? Nah, that's not worth it. That's not worth it. Let's go. Actually, you know what? Maybe it is worth it. Okay, never mind. These are 2 castles. I didn't realize this, but these castles here may cause a problem. So perhaps that's actually what we want to do, is go to Hohenbrook and see if we can get anything from there. So, perfect. 100 crowns. It's not much, but at least it'll get us there. We are doing okay on tools and food for the moment. And then hopefully here. Let's see. All right, Souls of the Feet are itchy for the open road. Wild Beasts, we need allies, or a battle standard. I think that starting off with... You know what? Let's get the let's start with the allies, because we're gonna be doing quests hard and fast here at the beginnings, and especially because some of these are super simple, right? This fine location one is going to be a good example of that. Now we do want to keep an eye out for anyone who really fits the bill. For example, Tiny, minus 15% melee damage, but hate for beasts. So not phenomenal, but not the worst either. Also a very good potential for a dodge tank if he does have dodge. Does not have dodge, so never mind. That person is taken out of the equation. I would also love to find a ranger, which we could utilize. Gotta love a thief. Leader, strong. Killer on the run. I don't need 2 of those in my party. That's well enough. You know, you gotta leave well enough alone on that, so... By the way, let's see. So I am struggling to see the chat. So, Mr. Blind Cougar, thank you very much. I do appreciate it. I think you messaged me like 10 minutes ago, and for whatever reason, my OBS is not updating. So here we are. But in any case, let's keep looking. All right, Sorrel. The messenger, ailing, Spartan, not great. 50 out of 57, 48. I'm looking for a ranger. Can I get a good ranger? Yes, actually, I can. 61 out of 55. Do you have any of the ranger traits? Quick hands, spear wall, or blood or hardies. Quick step, helpful dodge. Not really. But +5 melee damage and -5 chance to hit the head? Hello, Kaidon. He has really good stats, though. But he does cost 10 gold per day, which is rather problematic. And we are full right now. Like, it may not even be worth it at this point. Brundonis. Decent. I guess the issue is there anyone that I'm willing to, like, just off and sell? No, probably not. The troops are okay. The only issue is, of course, that we have some injuries and very little, you know, armor. Very little in the way of armor. Let's go ahead and buy that. Hood would not be bad. A Warfork is even better. At 267, that's really not a bad deal. Let's go ahead and do that. And then, who's injured right now? Well, we have a few injuries. And actually, a bond, you don't even have anything on your head. So perhaps that cloth, that simple hood is not bad. All right. Let's go ahead and give that a shot. So let's see. You have... What is your daily payment anyway? I don't actually know this. I don't know. Don't care. Oh, eight crowns daily? Okay, that's not terrible at all. That's really not terrible. We do have cut leg muscle, so minus melee defense. Okay, actually, you know what? Here's what we're going to do. We are going to swap you out. And then you're going to use the Warfork. We need to get some regular shields here, real quick. Oh, wait, what am I doing? We have an armor. There's an armor. Let's at least get one here. Let's give Aban this shield, because you have, what, 0 melee defense normally? Yeah. That's a little rough. That's a little rough. But nonetheless, in any case, let's go ahead and find this location. 60 crowns in advance, 230 when the job is done. Northwest, somewhere around the region of Plainshire. I'm assuming it's going to be right in the middle there. Somewhere around the region of Plainshire? Yeah. Sure. Go for it. We got enough money and food to last a little bit at least. Maybe. Here's the crowns. Some way to the east of here. Okay, so at whatever point... Oh, dear. These brigands, many rabble, and a bandit poacher. We can take them without too much issue. I would really prefer not to, though. Alright, there we are. They have some terrible, terrible directions. I'll tell you what. That is very frustrating. But, in any case, let's go ahead and, before we run out of money here, let's get 230 crowns. Pick up another thing. That did give us some time to heal, which I think is kind of the most important part to that fight right there. But in any case, we have a treasury transfer, escort caravan, armed courier, or return the item. Let's go ahead and do this return the item. 300 crowns. I'll take it. And we are a little bit low on food as well, so let's try and keep that in mind. We are, of course, running very, very little in terms of food costs, but it's really just a matter of time. Ooh, I like this. Okay, maybe, maybe. All right, Anne does have a clubfoot, I think. Perfect. Clara, let's get you up on the hill. Also up on the hill. Alright, I realize I have screwed this up, but that's okay. Welcome, Benjamin, and welcome from Chile. I think that's on the same time zone, isn't it? It might be. I'm in the Midwest, so roughly around this time. Let's get you down there. All right, this guy does have a wonky bow, so that's a little bit less concerning. That's perfect. I'm going to shield up on you just because you have a spike. I don't like this spike. Okay, can I... Here, let's go ahead and wait. We're going to wait for Burnfried to move. Burnfried's going to move up here. Okay, 1 done. 2 done. I do love these early, easy missions. I have to say it. Like, it's super nice to have easy early missions. Double miss on the 71%. Rough. Let's get you down. Perfect. Nice and quick. Took 11 damage plus 7, so 18 in total. A lot easier than the previous one. We'd come away with a monk's robe. 2 of them, in fact. A knife, a cleaver, some other stuff that we can sell here. Not too terrible. Let's go ahead and collect the pay. And we have some level ups. The first of the series, in fact. These are level 2, so let's go ahead and do that. All right, Burnfried, what are you going to be doing for us? You are running with lumbering, predictable, so you have a lot of melee damage. Your initiative's kind of crap. Your fatigue is decent. Feel like you're not long for this team, to be honest with you. Like, it's just kind of eh. Nonetheless, let's start by giving you... Perhaps what we'll do is we'll give you student, and then we'll give you gifted. And then let's go ahead and give you some melee statistics, I think. You actually have phenomenal base initiative. Just, you have the worst stats to go with it. Difficult. Other than that, though, I would have given you a Colossus because of your HP, but unfortunately that's not on the cards here. Colossus definitely for Clara here. So great stats. Great rolls, hopefully. Good on the melee defense. I really, really do appreciate that. We are going to be increasing your HP significantly. And then Anne is also leveling up here. So 62. Anne is going to be in the background, so she doesn't necessarily need... You know what? We're going to make Anne our bannerman. How's that? All right. Let's give HP. So Anne will be the bannerman. Redway, you are going to be... Man, you have even worse HP than you do. Or melee... Range defense than you do melee defense. Oh, no. I spilled on myself. Ignore that. All right. The bannerman. What are we going to do for the bannerman? Pacifist, probably not. Alert. Bags and belts is not bad. Doesn't have quick hands, which is problematic, but does have rally the troops. And do you have... you don't. I can't remember. You don't have fortified mind. That's not great. But, I mean, you have really, really great base resolve anyway, so that's kind of the thoughts. Anyway, I am going to go ahead and rename some of these people after those who have been in the chat. So, Mr. Blind Cougar. Frederick shall henceforth be named Kidon. And Burnfried shall be renamed as Benjamin. Did I spell that right? I think I did. All right. Clara, we will name Danielle, because that's as is tradition. And I don't necessarily have a name for. And then Redway will be named Kimo Sabe, after a long time enjoyer of the campaign. Let's go ahead and pop student, I think. Yeah. Because I don't really know what we're going to do right now. So we'll pick student, go from there. Gain 300 crowns. Oh, okay. We've already finished this. Excellent. I like that. Good battle brothers will always be forged. I don't know if it's... Well, I say that. I say that very, hopefully. I can't guarantee that that's going to happen at all. Let's be real. I am going to change out our daggers here. We're going to use one with a club. And the second one, I like... It's a little tricky. It is a little tricky, but I think the cleaver is going to be a little bit more consistent. Because let's see, what is this? Yeah. Does this have plus chance to hit? No, it does not. It does not have chance to hit, but can do a fair bit. We'll go with that for now. Cougar, currently you are melee person. I don't know. If I can, I think Kidan is going to be our two-hander with 3 stars in melee defense and 3 stars in melee skill. I am really, really hoping that we can turn that into a two-handed master here. Other than that, though, let's see. What do we have for... We have limited money, so let's go ahead and sell some of this stuff. We don't need these monk's robes. We don't need that. That, we can sell that. Probably going to sell the pick as well. I do like the daggers, and the cleavers can be useful as well. Nonetheless, treasury transfer, escort the caravan, or armed courier. Let's see. 80 crowns to go to Seadock. 30 crowns in advance, another 110 when we arrive, to go to Königsmünde. Or alternatively, 80 crowns to Königsheim. Nah. So I do agree with you. There are some absolutely phenomenal two-handed builds that I've been able to test just kind of offline, and it's not really, I don't know, it's not really the greatest thing in the world, but they are pretty darn good. In any case, let's take a look. We are a little bit low on food and a little bit low on provisions. The food is somewhat expensive, but not terrible. Let's go ahead and take one of these. We are still relatively cheap for right now. And then I would love to get a militia glaive. That kind of saved my bacon in previous playthroughs. But for right now, let's go ahead and go with a caravan escort. We'll call that a day. See, some caravan hands. Okay, so not really much on the way of defense either, but we're heading down to Königsmünde, and then from there we might be able to go to Seadock. I might, oh dear. Many indebted at a few slingers. Okay, that's fine. So let's go ahead and force the caravan hands to start working. Actually do their job. Because they actually appear to be better armed than we are. There we go. Okay. Now, what would I actually want from this? That slinger has some phenomenal gear, actually. All right, these guys are just waiting, I suppose. There we go. They're pushing now. All right, and I'm assuming these, yeah, so we'll have the option. If this guy moves forward, that'll allow Kidan to move forward. If not, no big deal. Okay, one down. Off with his head. Kidan, actually, I put in a bad spot there. Ouch. That was a big hit. Missed. Let's get this guy. Grazed kidney. I don't remember what that does, to be honest with you. Ouch. Good hits. Don't like it, but good hits. Yeah. Hey, you know what? All I can ask for is good rolls. All I can ask for. Sometimes the, you know, no, I want your gear. Darn it. I don't think we're going to be able to make it. Man, we're getting unlucky. That was a caravan hand? Yeah, caravan hand got killed. Oh, interesting. All right, that guy's running fast. All right, I think that's pretty much all. Yep. All right, that's going to be all for this one. So we did take a fair bit of damage on Benjamin here, but we did get 76 crowns out of the deal, as well as 3 tools, 10 ammunition, and a couple of useless things. So, on the whole, I wish we were getting paid by the head, but we aren't, so that's that. Let's keep moving. All right, next up. Complete 8 more contracts or get 2,000 crowns. I think we're probably going to be best off doing the crowns. Actually, you know, we probably just want to do the contracts, as these early contracts don't pay a whole lot. Like 160 experience is really not great. Let's take a look at what we're doing for the levels here. 3 up on Mr. Blind Cougar the Crawler. Give some additional... Wow, a 6+ on initiative is great. As well as some fatigue. I wish we could give some melee defense, but 3+, 4+, and 6+ is just really, really good. As far as the perks are concerned, you have really, really great HP already, so I don't really think that's necessary. If we're going to look at anything, what does this yield to us? You know? Dodge tank? Probably not. Your fatigue isn't very good just as a minor. But there's a lot of options here. Bags and belts, no. You're going to be a frontline combatant, so maybe 9 lives is going to be good. A good start. Next up is Kid Don. I think you are going to be DPS 2H, I think. That's going to be my goal for you, at least. Assassin, so you do have dagger specialties. Crippling strikes, True Believer, Colossus. What's your HP like? HP is decent, but not phenomenal. So we're going to do... I'll tell you what. If we are going to be using you as a 2-hander, we definitely want you to have Recover. So let's give plus on that, and then give some Resolve as well. The Resolve is going to be important later on. Kimosabe leveling up here with a standard... Oh, you know what, actually? What are we doing there? I think we're up in the fatigue. Kimosabe is going to be a Battle Forged, maybe. I mean, it's actually really not a bad deal. I know there are several things that we can do, like Baffle. What is it? It's not Faint. Net Repair. Oh, that's interesting. So there's a couple of different skills, especially in the Legends mod, which allow you to, if you attack prior to your opponent, you get some advantage with that. We'll see. We'll see. For right now, though, I do need a couple people who have crippling strikes so that we can take advantage of that later on with some of our rangers. Escort caravan or armed courier. Where's this caravan going? To Siege Festa? Sieg Festa? Which is where? Oh, right there. Okay, yep. I'm happy to do that one. Let's go ahead and do that. And then potentially, do these guys have any kennels? Workshop, ore smelters, ruins, arrow makers? Nah, okay. So they don't have any kennels. That's unfortunate. I am looking for a dog. Ah, nomads. Let's make sure we're all kitted up here. Dagger. Is everyone roughly good? I mean, a little bit of damage, but overall not terrible. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Let's try and get a little bit of experience here. Okay. Looks like these guys are on the move. It's a different set of caravan hands, but they do have falchions, which is good. No particular armor of which to speak that I'm seeing. Okay, let's stay right there. See what we can do with that. I feel like one of the things I consistently don't do well enough is have battles. Like, I need to fight more. Even if we miss 66% chances every single time. And we miss 84% chances too, you know? Such is the way. All right, Danielle, let's move forward a little bit here. We miss 3 chances in a row, but hey, you know, at least he's fleeing now. So there's that. Blind Cougar is a little bit low on HP. Not great. Not looking forward to that. But we can still move on. Okay. 70% chance miss. Man, I'm getting so frustrated that these guys are getting 35s. And I'm missing everything. We're just going to shield up Cougar. He's a little bit low right now. Now, Buckler Bash. I don't ever use this ability, so Just checking what it does. We're not going to use it at all. Okay, caravan hands are not really helping us out here, but I guess I can't really... For the love of all that is holy, hit your shots! It is not that hard. All right. We didn't sufficiently prompt the AI to get into battle. Crushed finger, minus 5%. I think that's it. But in any case, I have played Darkest Dungeon. Yes, in fact. I enjoy it very, very much. Nice, double kill. Way to go, Kidan. I enjoy it very much. I've been interested in trying the second one, but I haven't actually, you know, pulled the trigger on it. I don't really have a reason for or against it. I just haven't. So. Wait, did you just get injured shoulder from what? Well, it doesn't matter because you just missed 78% chances in a row. How do you get... Ah! How do you miss these shots? I can't believe it. The enemy gets everything. We have missed so many unbelievable shots in this battle alone. Okay. Don't worry, guys. They hit 20s. I can't say that I've ever finished Darkest Dungeon 1, though. It was very, very enjoyable to play, but, you know, I think it's actually still installed on my laptop, which has since died. So, I mean, that's really the only issue, is that I never got back around to it. But in any case, okay, one question here. I do have all this stuff set up there. Okay, so Mr. Blind Cougar, thank you for tanking all of that damage. 200 crowns actually is very, very nice. This is very nice as well. A leather jacket on a southern gambeson. That's phenomenal. Got some good tools and ammunition as well. Great. So as much as that annoys me, that was honestly like a really good battle for us, I suppose. So let's go ahead and replace Blind Cougar's equipment here. Wait, okay, I hate... What is the... I wish I knew which one it was to force an upgrade, or not an upgrade, but a repair, but I can't recall quite off the top of my head. So, regardless of that. All right, Siege Festa is now well supplied. Let's go ahead and see if there's anything that we want to buy in there for relatively cheap. We do have 999 crowns, which is great. Tools are fairly cheap as well, but okay, Jaeger the War Dog is 400. What I'm really looking at is some basic levels of armor. See if we can possibly get some good stuff here. So, Decorative Cowl is always good. The full Akatons, actually, it doesn't even matter if we have the full Akatons. We just need like an Akaton. And then we can pop a nasal helm on top of that, and that is really, really solid. Otherwise, we do need these shields. Decent, standard shields. Other than that, though, all right, Kidan, let's try and upgrade your armor a little bit. You're at 55, so we definitely want to... Maybe we can give you this, and that'll pop you up to 70. There we go. Thanks for stopping by, Mr. Blind Cougar. Yep, have a good time, and yeah, absolutely stop by anytime. Let's go ahead and sell these. We'll sell the Nomad slings as well as the daggers. Yep, excuse you. Let's give you that and that. You're just having a grand old time, aren't you? We also have 4 level ups here. Dyes are incredibly expensive here. This padded leather armor is actually not a bad deal at all. Basic mail shirt might also not be bad. Looks like Danielle could actually benefit from that, but I think we're going to pass on that. I'm fairly certain my wife is home right now, so every time I say her name, she's going to be like, "What? What is going on?" But nonetheless, Benjamin, what did we want to do with you? Terrible initiative. Terribly predictable. What did we want to do with you? Increase your HP. Increase your fatigue. Melee attack. Standard. Good standards. I think we're also going to give you gifted. So let's pop a melee skill, melee defense, and fatigue roll. And that'll just help you get up to speed a little bit better. All right. Now, Danielle, very strong base stats. Let's give you some melee attack. And at level 2, what do we have for you? I don't quite know what we're going to have you do, to be honest. Don't want to have gifted. Anticipation, dodge, quick step. Balanced. Head and body armor have a combined weight of 35. So minus 10, minus 9, so we're at 29. I mean, that could be not too decent. Not too bad, I should say. I don't know. We'll see. Initiative is always a positive as well. So, given that she's going to be very, very defensive. Quick step, nope. Helpful, nope. Bullseye, backstabber, spear waller. Do we maybe have her be a spearmaster? That's not a bad idea. Spear skills. I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced. I would love to have back to basics or recuperate. But I don't think that's going to qualify here. Let's go ahead and do student for now because I can't figure out what I'm going to do with her. All right. Kimosabe is going to be a... What do we want? Two-handed? No. Was that a dodge tank? Baffle dodge tank? Something like that? Something like that. Great fatigue stats. Great HP stats. Great melee skill. Just minus on... It's just cocky and impatient. So, I'm thinking, what if we do Executioner? So, Crippling Strikes into Executioner. You don't have... Yeah, let's go Crippling Strikes into Executioner for now. We'll level you up. Great melee defense. I think we're going to go with the Fatigue here. And then you are actually probably going to get popped onto the front line here, as you have Lithe, which is medium. So I would love to get a medium armor guy on the way there. Let's go with that. And then lastly, and the Bannerman for right now, as we well know that the Bannerman needs the Bannerman stuff. And let's give you plus melee attack. Rally the troops. Question, do we wait to get rally the troops until we can get that? Now, I am actually unsure of how this works, but the feat to get rally the troops comes after getting the banner. So maybe what we do is we just leave you be for right now. Don't do that, and we get that later. Otherwise, I'm thinking for you, feint might not be a bad deal. Neither would bags and belts, but you don't have quick hands. Which is probably which is problematic. Oh, you know what? Actually, True Believer might be good. This character gains 5% resolve for every fleeing character on the enemy or on the field, friend or foe. I think we could definitely utilize that. Yeah, let's give that a shot. I have not actually seen how this works, and I would love to learn about it a little bit. Other than that, though, there's a whole lot of stuff that I want, not a whole lot of stuff that I can buy. I think getting this Boar Spear might not be bad. But realistically, there's not too much difference between the Militia Glaive. I feel like the Boar Spear has kind of been supplanted by the Militia Glaive, which is basically just a Scramasax, but better in every way. So We can also get a Warfork here. Second Warfork. Let's go ahead and get the Militia Glaive. Let's pop that on Kidan, our highest ranked fighter there. We can swap you out with the Mace for the Cleaver. The Cleaver, it's pretty much the same, but it just has, in my opinion, a little bit more functionality to it. So we're going to go with that. And yeah, should be pretty much all right now. One question I do have is, when do we get another set of troops here? At 500. And we are currently at 256. All right. So let's go ahead and back over to Königsmünde. See, is there anything else? Treasury transfer. 40 crowns in advance. Eulenmark, 2 days to the north. That is a non-starter, my friend. How much does it cost to go to C-Dock, huh? C-Dock is 80 gold. What? No. No, definitely not worth. Armed courier to Erlstadt, day to the east. I think we will actually be taking that one. Because we are a little bit low. We want to go to Erlstadt, and then we may actually benefit from going down to the southern cities eventually. Haven't yet figured that out when we're going to go there, what we're going to do, but still, nonetheless, 160 crowns. We do have a couple options here. Return the item, drive off the brigands, and a couple of other things. So let's start by looking at what's available here. Ambush trade routes, so selling items for 20% more. They are buying items for 10% more, which is also good. Can probably sell a couple of these. We need to put this on somebody. Let's go ahead and put this on Anne here. And then Kimosabe will hold on to our net. Like the idea of that. We're doing okay. 73 melee attack, 13 melee defense is pretty phenomenal. And then increasing that resolve is going to be valuable for you. As a two-hander, what do we want? What do we want as a two-hander? Backstabber, no. Feint, no. Executioner, no. None of these appear to be the most valuable for me right now. Back to basics is actually probably not a bad deal. It's kind of tricky. So he's not going to be using a shield. He's not going to be using a dagger. Steel Brow might be valuable. Alternatively, we could just run with dodge. I mean, gain 15% of character's current initiatives, bonus to melee and range defense. It's, honestly, why not? Why not? I think that's probably just fine. All right. Regardless of that, they do have a temple. Let's go ahead and heal the crushed finger and injured shoulder. Hopefully those will fix up quick. All right. We have drive off brigands. How much? 430 crowns. 450 crowns. Okay, we'll think about that. And we can return 340. Okay, so first off, if we're going to do this, we need to make sure that we finish this one first, because it's going to be a little bit more expensive. All right, the 1,000 Spear Camp. Hello, GNL. Welcome to the stream. Don't worry about missing the first hour. We got about an hour to go, and then we're probably going to play some Dawn of War, if you've ever played that game before. One of my absolute favorites. Released in 2009, and I still suck at it. Many thugs, a few poachers, and a few war dogs. Perhaps we are not prepared for many thugs. Many is like 5 to 6. I'm gonna say nope. We gotta cancel that. Sorry. I'm very sorry, but we can't do it. We can absolutely though follow these guys. The thugs are just, it's going to cost us too much. And I have realized that the more that we suffer early on, the harder it is to come back from all this. So I'm going to be a little bit safer, right? I gotta focus on the men first. Oh, nice. That's just perfect. All right. And now we are in a good spot. Fortunately, it is nighttime, which means that these guys are going to have absolutely terrible accuracy. Well, hey, you know what? Every 5% chance has its day, right? Goodness. Let's go ahead and wait. Are they? They're just going to wait? Oh, I bet they are. Because they have range superiority or something like that. Okay. That's fine. We can move. I'm not particularly concerned by these guys. Although we could just... Another 5% chance in like 2 seconds. And I'm missing 80% chances here, guys. Oh my gosh. All right. Let's move. Oh, that was a shield breaker. All right. All right, the flail, not great. 2 5% chances here. Ooh, man. And another guy that breaks our shield. That was an expensive shield, my friend. I do not like that you did that. All right, he's running away, though. Perfect. Another one bites the dust. All right. Not played Dawn of War. Have I played War Tales? So I have seen War Tales being played. I cannot say if it's of interest to me or not because I can't remember enough about it, to be honest with you. I also know that it's probably changed quite a bit since I saw it last, so I don't want to say anything that's untrue. If that's not, you know, because that may not be fair to the game. Okay, perfect. Let's go ahead and drop out. It's over. Love to see it. We did get a little bit of generic loot. Kind of but that's okay. Now, if you'd like to explain a little bit about what interests you from War Tales, I'd be glad to take a look at it. I think, again, it's mostly just that I haven't done so. I haven't looked at it. All right. All right. All right. Interesting. Okay, so I don't know what these guys do. I'm assuming they just carry extra work here. I have no idea. I have never had a donkey before. That is new. That is absolute news to me. All right, taking a look at the marketplace here. What is everything super expensive? It is. Oh, why is it so expensive? It's probably directly proportional to how expensive this, like, you know, stuff is. 380 for tools, like, that's just obscene. All right, let's level up Mr. Blind Cougar. Give the melee defense, melee attack, and probably some fatigue one way or another. You actually do have some phenomenal resolve here, but you don't have rally the troops, because that would allow you to be a very, very competent bannerman. Man, that's a little rough. All right, for Bullseye, that's a no. Spearwaller, no. Backstabber, Fortified Mine, helpful. I don't like much of these layer 2 skills here, to be honest with you. Regardless of that fact, though, let's go ahead and try to find something valuable. You know, in fact, having that bags and belts quick hands combination might be super valuable here. So let's go with that. We already looked at the temple. There's nothing there. Treasury transfer. 20 crowns in advance. And, that's to Bakar, which is way over there. So we're going to pass on that one, probably. Drive off the brigands, we definitely can't do right now. 50 crowns in advance, 210 when we're done. Kabira. Kabira, I'm assuming, is down there. That actually might be worthwhile. And then escort caravan. 10 crowns per head. 20 heads, and another 260 when the job is done. Okay. Let's go to CDOC. Let's go to CDOC. All right, before we go then, let's make sure we have everything we need. We do have plenty of ammunition, no tools though. As far as food is concerned, I'll buy that. I think we're going to be okay. We don't consume that much food per day, 14 in total. At later points of the campaign, sometimes we go a little bit higher than that. But 2 days, 71 crowns per day. So we do have enough to buy at least one piece of equipment here. And I don't know what piece we would want to get. Possibly just another shield for my man Benjamin over here. And let's go with that. All right. Let's head on out. See what the trading caravan brings us. Of course, if 9 indebted want to fight us, I would be glad to take them on. Of course, during this one, they're not actually going to do that, I guarantee it, but nonetheless, wow, that trading caravan is on fire. Not carrying that much, though. And so we are going to CDOC, which is another... Oh, wow. All right. There's a body bow. Oh, jeez. Oh, interesting. Because... Okay, so this... I've never seen this before, but because we have a killer on the run and the anatomists are all like, whoa, this is awesome! But they got... So, Kidan... He got 3 resolve, and all of the anatomists got additional experience. That was kind of fun. No level ups, but, I mean, still. Also, the apotheosis potion? I'm not quite sure. I'm going to need to, like, look up that to see what I'm doing with that, because I don't want to do anything crazy that's not, you know, worthwhile, but... All right. Well stocked. Get additional experience here. Ambushed roads. We could drive off the brigands. How much is this going to cost us? 80 crowns in advance, 320 when it's done. The Red Knives camp west of CDOC. So we do need to be very, very careful. If we get money in advance, it's going to hurt us in the long run. But tools, so expensive. Oh, it's so expensive. Return the item. Tier 2, 110 crowns in advance, and another 450 when the job is done. Honestly, the drive-off brigands does seem more likely to be completed. So perhaps what we'll do is we will take on this contract. Where do we need to go? Camp west of CDOC? What? Oh, hi, right there. All right, let's go. Thugs, a poacher. Yeah, okay. I think we can actually take this one on. As long as we play it a little safe. Oh my gosh, you've got to be kidding me. All right, well, we're gonna run. They started us off in the worst possible position. Goodness, that is terrible. All right, muddy earth. I mean, like, okay, here's the real problem with this. If we're gonna have to start in the mud every time, there's absolutely no way I'm actually gonna fight this. Like, that just seems, that's just silly, you know? But I mean, maybe if they want to... All right, let's get you guys on solid ground here. So we're just gonna wait for now. I want to see if they actually start pushing into us. Or, you know, maybe what we do is we bring in Mr. Blind Cougar and Danielle to attack on the front. But this is such a bad spot. Let's see what we can do. We're going to push forward with 2 of our troops. Let's see if getting early fights can potentially get them to, you know, come after us. I don't know if that's going to be the case. Probably not. The War Dog is there. Okay, War Dog's moving, so that's a positive at least. Ah, there we are. Okay, so it does look like they are moving a little bit. That is... I don't know why, but that occasionally just gets me. Okay. I don't know what they're doing, guys. I don't quite know how the AI chooses to handle this situation. I really don't. Because now they're running. But if we move forward... And we're losing all the fatigue in the world just standing in this... Which is kind of problematic. Yeah. God, this is terrible. We're probably going to have to end up just running, honestly. Yeah, okay, so they want to fight in the swamp. They want to fight. All right, this is all murky water, so everyone gets minus melee skill, melee defense, and ranged. It's just... Oh, no, they do have archers. They have 1, 2 archers. So, not great. War Dog hit. Oh, 16% hit. Nice. I mean, you gotta give him credit where credit is due, right? Okay. Sorry, War Dog. I hate the sound. Like, I want to find a mod that just removes the War Dog sound. Ow. Alright, Thug. Yeah, it's terrible. Oh, it's terrible. Let's see, who do we... Probably want to attack you, because you have a Reap. And I do not like Reap. Alright. We'll figure this out. Ow. Man. They're getting good rolls here. There have been at least 4 20% chances coming off of these guys that have been hits. Which is kind of crazy if you ask me. 70% chance. Let's get that. The Poacher is going to be a little bit of a problem, so I'd love to take that down, but 43% chance is not enough. This guy's going to do a round swing, I would expect. Unless he's dead. He won't do it now. Haha. All right. Ow, that was a big hit. So wait, what was that? Hold on. Which one was that? Is that the 14% chance that destroyed everything? Oh my gosh, I'm gonna lose my mind. All right, you have a grazed neck, so you're bleeding one hit point each turn. Okay, that's not the worst thing in the world. Yeah. Ah! Yeah. Those axemen, they're terrible. Even though the axes are only supposed to... Well, oh, no, the two-handed axemen, yes. They scare me senseless. Like, I do not know how to fight them without peeing my pants. I'm just going to level with you. So, is what it is. 37, 24, or 43. Okay, fractured elbow, that's good. We like that. Let's push forward. Kidan. The Thug is going to be problematic here. Okay, ripped ear. So I think Benjamin is probably going to have to shield up here. 49%, 63%, yeah. So the trick, of course, with these guys is as always, that they have some additional armor here. can't seem to hit anything. Whereas they're getting every 50% shot in the world. I'm a little frustrated right now with these rolls. This campaign thus far has been very difficult for us. But we're doing okay. We're doing okay. All right. We can work with this. Ugh. 38% chance miss. I can accept that. I can accept that. I could accept that if they didn't get 2 5% hits on the last time. That was crazy. All right. All right, good hit. 53% or 54%. We are going to try and get these guys down as quickly as we can. Shield up. All right, Kidan, you are very, very low, and I do not like that at all. So this guy has dodge. Don't like that. Missing every shot. Okay, there we go. All right, now they are breaking. Breaking is good. It's helpful for us, at least. Perfect. That one's down as well. So Kidan is in a position where this thug is going to kill him with a 14% chance. What? Wait, what? What? Thug uses cleave. Hold on. Kidan, who died? How did Kidan died, right? Am I crazy? Why am I not able to see this? He hit a 12% chance. What is going on in this game? Ah. All right. I'm so frustrated with the rolls. All right. Screw it. I'm not. This guy. 9 days, 5 kills. What a guy. All right, we did get a Gambison out of it. We also got an Undertaker's Apron on the linen tunic. We got a fully fledged Militia Glaive. Woodcutter's Axe. Man, I cannot believe we lost that guy. 12% chance. I wish my 12% chances hit. Oh, man. All right. So no longer has ambush trade routes, well supplied, rebuilding effort. I'm still mad about it. But on the flip side, we do get the chance to hire someone else for more money. That said, we could potentially hire someone really, really good as well. We're going to have to go with someone who's pretty cheap. Albrick, 57, 2 stars, 1 star on melee defense with 7 melee defense to base. Decent fatigue, good health, good. This guy's actually really good at everything. Why is he so? Oh, he's expensive because he's greedy though. That's a little sad. We have an asthmatic fisherman. Not great. That guy's too expensive, but would be phenomenal. Another cripple. Another killer on the run with dexterous and fat. It's 3 stars, but it is. Oh man, he's no Kidan. So Kidan's gonna have to be replaced here. Sadly. The RNG rolls. Well, I play it because, you know, I hate the RNG rolls and everyone loves me raging at them. So, I mean, there's that, I suppose. Not that that's a good solution, but it is a solution. But I'm not mad. I'm not mad. Not mad at all. I'm seething. I'm seething on the inside. Okay, let's go to Hohenbrook. See if there's anything here. Treasury transfer, armed courier, or return item. What is this return item asking for? 90 crowns in advance, 360 when the job is done. We can't necessarily do that right now. Armed courier, we're kind of stuck in 440 to go where? Salzbrook? Where is that? Salzbrook. Okay, we can actually do 440 to go there. Although, we are trying to get our renown up right now. This is going to Königsheim. So that's gonna be right over there. I think we should focus more on the ambitions here and getting those done rather than doing the other stuff. That said, though, going to Königsheim versus Salzburg, it's about a day's difference for 4 times the amount of gold. So I'm thinking that we're actually going to do this and head up to Salzburg, which I think is, yes, it's another town. So probably not too terrible. We haven't actually found any beast missions at all, which is kind of frustrating. Poachers and rabble. We could... Let's see. Are they going to attack the trading caravan? No. Probably not worth attacking. All right. Anatomist event. I apologize also. I don't really follow the Anatomist events, or just the events in general, because there's always so much to do. But escort caravan, return the item, or armed courier. Let's see, how much do you want? 420 crowns. What do we have in the hopper here? Amadeus the Crawler, coming with asthmatic, tough, but 67 base stats on melee, as well as great resolve, good HP, initiative. That's phenomenal. That is absolutely phenomenal. Cornelius Earthside, a greedy miner with 66 and 3. Oh my gosh, these guys are killing me. And Lucky with 9 melee defense. All right. All right. I'm sold. I am sold. Who else do we possibly want here? Kimosabe is decent. I mean, the problem is our anatomists are really the ones holding us back, to be honest with you. Let's see here. William Tell coming in with the crazy stats. We're actually getting some really good rolls on the recruits, though. Benjamin, I don't blame you. I don't blame you, which is why eventually I'm going to be playing Dawn of War. I realize that I can't play this game forever. I could play it for a fairly decent while. Like, we've been doing it for an hour and a half right now. And it helps to, you know, talk with people and communicate and not be just, like, all up in my thoughts and depression about how I got the best character I've ever rolled killed with a 12% chance. But, you know, it is what it is. I hate that term. In fact, I hate it very, very much. But at least we got a woodcutter's axe and a hatchet out of it, right? So, right? I have to believe that. Otherwise, I'm just going to cry alone in the corner. All right, we do need that. Probably want these. Probably want this Gambison. Simple leather jacket is going to be decent. Ooh, a scythe would be real nice. 326 for a scythe. I would not mind that at all. Benjamin, let's see what your level up is. You are popping up a little bit more. I like it. At level 3, what do we have available for you? Relentless, perfect fits, steadfast, taunt, efficient packing, and blend in. I think, honestly, any of these guys... Yeah. Let's try perfect fit for you. Because you have plus 30% initiative. You're not really running anything heavy right now, and I don't really see you running anything particularly heavy either. So, nonetheless, Danielle. Danielle's going to be defensive. Heavily, heavily defensive. Does have rally the troops. Doesn't have... what? I can't ever remember. Fortified mind. Yeah, that's the one. Still waiting on a +5 on melee defense. I'm still waiting on it. All right, if you're going to be... You got to have something there, you know? Do we have dodge on you? Do we want dodge on you? Probably not. Perfect fit, probably not going to be a solution here. Let's give gifted. Let's give gifted. Gifted is going to be valuable here. All right, and the Bannerman. Plus on the Resolve, plus on that. And let's give some plus on HP as well. At this point in time, we will be looking probably at Blend In, I think. That's going to be helpful for you. Now, as far as the armor situation is concerned, Cornelius is going to be renamed as Kidon. Yeah. I like this one. I can't say that I've ever destroyed a mouse, personally, but, I mean, I know it happens. I know it has happened. And it probably will again. Hopefully just not to me. Let's give bandages to our kind of frontliners here. Now, you have a Southern Gambeson with a Nomad leather jacket. You're running with a thick tunic, so let's give you the Gambeson. And then you also have a thick tunic. We don't really have anything to counteract that, which is a little bit frustrating. But nonetheless, I'm still so surprised that there are absolutely no beast missions. All right, let's go ahead and give the Armored Courier a shot here. Donar of Sudersanda, about a day to the north by road, which is way up there. Let's go with a no. Let's instead go to Eulenmark, see what we can get for any fighting missions. All right, return item. I think I like that. 340 crowns. Follow the tracks, return the dragon orb. All right, Semple, Fletcher, Taxidermist. We don't have anything. We haven't even fought a beast at this point in time. Kind of insane if you ask me, but nonetheless, I think this will also complete our... Let's go ahead and sell these. We don't actually need any of this. Sell that, sell that, sell that, sell that. Perfect. That'll get us a little bit more money. Not a lot, but a little bit. Everything's so gosh darn expensive, too. Can't hack it. I cannot hack it, ladies and gentlemen. Ooh, that's cheap. I like that. A Mystic Staff. What? I've never seen that before. That is very, very cool, actually. Unusually large wolf pelt. Yep. All right. Cool. Let's go ahead and follow the tracks here. Oh, I really hope this isn't one of those crazy things. All right. A poacher, a rabble poacher, and a few rabble. Perfect. We can definitely work on that. No, I learned let's see. How did I learn patience? Oh, yeah, that's right. League of Legends. I was told by my wife that I had to wear a bandana. It's just like, hey, I am in focus mode. It didn't work so well. Let's just go with that. It did not work so well. Ooh, shots. All right, 5% chance to hit. Not phenomenal on their part. Of course, could absolutely destroy me in about a second. That much I am very well aware of. Let's keep moving. Let's get you down there. Okay, we are a little bit low on tools here, so we need to... Oh, no. I forgot that I rolled that on you. Man, these guys are getting really good rolls. It's okay. It's okay. We're also going to get good rolls, right? Okay, yes. Yes. Perfect. All right. We can work with this. We can work with these rolls. We can absolutely do that. I am very happy about that. G500 mouse. I actually don't remember which one that was. Is that, I'm assuming that's a Logitech, though, right? Like, it has to be a Logitech. They're the ones with the G series. Let's keep pushing. We're actually stuck a little bit. All right, and they are just about all running at this point, so we're in a good spot. If we can hit. Perfect. Let's clean up. All right, and it's over. Nice job. don't talk about that leaks in another space timeline. It is different. Don't worry, I won't be streaming that. That's for my own private hell. Oh, jeez. All right, we're making a name for ourselves. Excellent. We are now currently at how much? What's our renown? Hold on. Nope, not what I wanted. I wanted the retinue. We're at 457. Darn it, we're so very close. MOBAs are nightmare fuel. Just like as a general statement, yes, they're... Yeah, I have nothing to say. All right, we're almost there. Almost ready. Now, did we get bonuses? Yeah, we did a little bit of help, but let's see what the escort caravan does. 10 crowns per head, up to 25 heads, and another 230 when it's done to Hohenbrook. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. So we have 2 more days. I'm gonna say let's pick up some fruit. We'll call it good. All right, and then as they take us down back here. Hopefully we can get those heads, and that'll take us down back towards the southern area of the map, which is where we have a little bit better prices, a little bit better resolve there. From decades ago, yeah. So my first ever gaming mouse was a G502, and my current mouse is a G502. G502 Hero, though? I mean, that was back in... No, actually, my first ever gaming mouse was Razer Orochi, which was like a miniature gaming mouse, because I hold the mouse like this, so it was really, really nice for that, but nonetheless, I ended up breaking it in like a year, because I played Counter-Strike, and Counter-Strike was not my friend. That was not my friend. All right. Buy and sell 25 items of trading goods, such as fur, salt, or spices, or we need a battle standard. I think the battle standard is going to be the easiest one for us to accomplish here. So these brigands, no! No, I want to fight the brigands! I need their heads. 10 crowns, that was 90 crowns of heads that I'm not getting anymore. Oh my dear. Oh! Did you see that? That was 21 of them. And they didn't want to fight us. All right, that's a little insane. Escort caravan treasury transfer. There's so many treasury transfers here. All right, 30 crowns. Where is this one going? Königsheim. That's close. Or return the item. What is this one asking for? 90 crowns in advance, 360 on completion. You just have to play solo queue. But what role do you play in solo queue? I was always either AD carry or jungle. That was a little sussy, but it was worthwhile. It is worthwhile. All right, here's the real question. Do we think that we can take on? Do we think that we can take this on? I'm not convinced that we're actually in a bad spot here. Rotation is good. Bags and belts, we're going to do bags and belts, quick hands with you. And I'm thinking that we probably want to put... What's your tier 2 right now? Simple leather jacket. Yeah, if we pop that on, we get you a little bit higher on the stat line. New Kidan has 70 armor. That's not bad. Only Draven. Ah. A spinny boy enjoyer, I see. Kimosabe leveling up. Let's give you some resolve here. I think that's going to be important. So you're currently working with Crippling Strike's Executioner. Debilitate might be a decent value, but I'm not sure about that. Rotation, also very, very strong. We could do Backstabber. So we're turning Kimosabe kind of into a terrifying, like, first round destroyer. But the problem with that is he's running really low on range defense. I think we're going to go with rotation. Rotation saves lives, gentlemen. It's the way it works. All right, we're gonna take this. We're gonna see what we can do here. Now, where is this? Follow the tracks east of Hohenbrook. Ah, there it is. There it is. So I'm hoping that this return item is a little bit easier than the drive out the bandits. Rabble. Okay, we can definitely take on the rabble. So it is a 2-to-1 battle, but the rabble is genuinely weak. Ah, I wanted... Okay, maybe that was a bad idea. Good arm. Good shot. Okay. One down. I do love that the militia glaive early on can just absolutely one-shot people. Okay, definitely screwed up on Kimosabe there. Sorry about that, my friend. You moved. I respect it, but I forgot about the war dog for a moment. Nope, don't do that. Okay, the rolls. The rolls are on our side today. Honestly, it's over. Like, that that could not have gone better. That is like 5 seconds out of our day that we just get a ridiculous amount of gold for, relatively speaking. 360, in fact. Love it. We love it. All right. Treasury transfer, escort caravan, or another treasury transfer. Let's see. What? 320 to go to 3 days. That is 100 gold per day, and that is absolutely not helpful. But let's see what they're selling. Tools are in a decent spot here. Ooh, that hook blade. That hook blade is good. Do we have another militia glaive? No, we don't. Leather jacket might not be bad. But for right now, we need to focus on basically just getting some food. Here, let's get the ground grains. Let's get the bread. We're going to focus on getting the food. And then once we're done with that, we're going to go to straight... yeah. Minus 13 is just too much. But in any case, what does this guy have on the armory? Padded leather armor. Padded leather armor. One of them is 422. One of them is 211. Question. Why? Am I insane? I may be insane, but that just seems a little broken. Like, coding-wise broken. But neither here nor there, I suppose. Let's go ahead and take a look. Escort the caravan to Königsheim. We're going to go ahead and do that. And we are up to a roster of 8 now, which is excellent. That means we can start taking on some of those early two-man or 2-star quests. Really? Alrighty. Of course, they were trying to chase us now that we don't have the quest for heads, which always makes me sad. Nope. I'm not fighting that. All right, 110 crowns as well as 47 experience. Let's see what they have on the hiring market here. We have Lantbert, the Swordmaster, with 86 base. Holy crap! 86 base melee stats. 11 melee defense. Terrible HP. Really good. Or really bad, everything else, but resolve. For 9,000 gold, I don't think I could ever justify that. Let's just be honest. So I do need some form of tank. Hilmar, that's not what I'm looking for. Ludbald, Orkbane, Hate for Greenskins. Okay, that's appropriate. That is appropriate. You have great stars, but not great base stats on melee. You actually have fairly decent ranged base stats. That's not something that we should possibly look over. Nothing there. Sibylla, a washerwoman. decent melee stats with 3 stars. Really good melee defense. 132 base fatigue. So you could be... Are you Battleforged? Do you have Battleforged? You could. You could be a Battleforged tank, actually. That could be pretty phenomenal. All right. Enjoy yourself, Benjamin. Have a good time. I wish you the best. Aubrey the Learner. Phenomenal base melee and ranged defense. Tiny, so +5 on top of that. Do you have Battleforged? No. Do you have dodge? Do you have dodge? No, you do not have dodge. Oh, that's terrible. That's terrible. Oh, where's your dodge? I wish you had dodge. All right. We have the monk with tough and hate for greenskins. Nope. A milkmaid with 59 base melee attack. That's kind of phenomenal. Adelhard the Traveler, the greedy traveler, no less. Or Bladavildus, the baker with a hate for beasts. Highly aggressive. Extra damage. 3 stars on melee defense. All right. Of these people, I think realistically, Sibylla is one of the better options here. Does she does have Battleforged. Does she have... She has good statistics. I don't know if she has the right statistics. Now, at this point, also beggars can't be choosers, so yeah, let's hire. And let's go with that. So we're going to put you in a thick tunic with a simple leather jacket. Let's give you a hatchet. Put you on the line. Welcome. Welcome to the... What is it? The Death Runners? Something like that? I don't even remember what we called the group, to be honest. All right. Let's give +3 maximum fatigue. That'll be valuable. And then at level 1, Kidan, you have fairly decent base melee defense. Yeah, you do. So I'm thinking that we can probably work with... So you are lucky. Perhaps what we do is we give you 9 lives. That will just allow you to be a little bit more resilient over time. Ooh, a forced gold quest already. Nice. Treasury transfer or find location. Okay. Some way to the west, somewhere around the region of Broad Chalk. Oh, that's just going to be a pain in the butt, to be honest with you. So I'm gonna pass on that. Treasury transfer. 80 crowns to where? Markdorf? Bay to the northeast. I mean, that's not a bad way to get to another location, I suppose. Sure, why not? Because we are trying real hard to get some money. We need 2,000 so that we can immediately lose 1,000 of it. And then go from there. Armed courier, return item, or secure the cemetery. We're also getting terrified villagers. How much is this cemetery? 90 crowns in advance at 380 when it's done. How are we doing on things that could actually effectively kill those guys? We have a cleaver, which we could trade out for the spears. Woodcutter's axe might not be a bad deal either, especially with... well, actually, you're probably not even the best one for the job there. It's actually going to be Kidan, isn't it? I think it is, surprisingly. +11 melee defense versus +9. Like, he comes with better base stats, to be honest. And I think we can actually make this work. All right, we accept the contract. Now, I am curious to see what we end up fighting here. Ah, Noxerers. So if that's the case, then it actually might be better to have you running with a spear. Put you on the sidelines here. Interesting. I cannot say I'm disappointed with that. All right, let's go ahead and engage. How many do they have? 11 in total? All right, we are going to be using a lot of spear wall here. Okay. Yeah, so they can actually, they can go right here without getting hit, and they do. Everyone else is going to have some level of spear wall blockage, which is good. I like that a lot. I could move here, but I think we'll just wait to see if anyone pushes through. Hit that guy. And we'll shield up. Off with his head. Spear wall again. One comes in the spot. That's okay. Okay, spear walling is very helpful. Nice. Okay, as long as we can keep these guys from doing any sort of significant consumption, like that. That's the problem. Okay. Little concerned here, but that's okay. All right, he's running. Excellent. 58% chance. There we go. Woo! All right, we can do this. We can do this. Shield up. Perfect. Now, the sooner we get these guys down, the more they start to run away, which is excellent. We love seeing that. All right, this guy got some consumption, which is not good. All right, this guy's now running. Ooh, big hits. Come on. I'm actually going to shield up with you. Try and get this guy down. There we go. Okay, so we only have 2 remaining. They are big guys. But if we can get some good hits off, I think we can take this without too much issue at all. Surround goes well. Big hits. Not out of the woods yet, though. Let's get big hits off. Now, this guy, we just got to surround this guy so he can't run away. Nice. Run them down. Give me their trophies. Nice. So nice that I lost my arms. I don't think my camera really likes this stuff. All right, so we got a potion of flesh knitting. Reduces the time it takes to heal from any injury by 1 day down to a minimum of 1 day. That's kind of cool. Mutates the body, causing sickness. Crowns. We also got some jagged fangs and the ornate tome. Wow. That's kind of an amazing deal. I am glad about that. Let's see. Oh, you know what? I might as well while I'm at here. Let's see. So I do apologize. I'm obviously like I could do this and I lose arms and stuff. The reality is that I'm just using the NVIDIA background filter, and if I take that off, say hello to my basement. This is where I record now. I need to get a green screen eventually, but that's yeah. So we have the 3D printing table right back there. We have the weight rack in the back room. All sorts of fun stuff. But in any case, let's go back to that. So that way it's less distracting. Perfect. Let's make our move back to Markdorf here. 430 crowns. No one's scared anymore. What do we got? What do we got? We got cloth rolls selling for normal amounts of money. That's really not bad. I don't know that it's necessarily worth purchasing right now. Maybe we purchase like one of them and call it a day. But yeah, that's something to consider. So other than that, though, what is it that we're looking at? We want to sell this ornate tome. How much is that going for? 611? Nice. And actually, you know what? Here's what we can do. Potion of flesh knitting. Okay. So that's what we get from the Noxorers. If we sell this, then, right, hear me out, hear me out. We now get 2,000 gold. We accomplish our renown goal, and we now get a battle standard, which is, in essence, a phenomenally valuable 50 to 70 damage polearm that we can equip our backline with, especially our bannerman. This is the bunker. Welcome to hell. I gotta be edgy. No, realistically, we just moved down here because it was, well, I mean, honestly, we just decided to convert the room that I was in into the nursery, so there we are. All right, so Kidan Earthside, what are we doing with you? Wind up? Executioner? I mean, that's really good. We could still use you as a two-hander, honestly. What does Meek do? Always evade the first attack made against you in every combat encounter. That's kind of cool. Back to basics might be really good. 5+ melee defense when hit. I think I really do enjoy those. And then at rank 3, we can probably run to, so we don't have Brawny, which is not great. But we can definitely do something with it. So, in any case. Welcome to the stream, Steve. Appreciate it. Also, Goblin Shark. Hundreds of them. I didn't notice that was your name. That's awesome. That's awesome. 250 crowns to go to Nowaki. Where's Nowaki? Is that close? That's a little bit north. Is that a castle? No, but you know what? That may actually not be a bad idea. Return item. Kill the brigands. 530 crowns. Let's see. We might be able to make this work. You never know. Strong, Nightblind. Herman, Nightblind, Frail. Not helpful. Nope. Nope. None of these guys are worthwhile. Let's go ahead and accept this contract. Let's see what we can do with it, first and foremost, and then we'll go from there. That Noxer battle has given me confidence, and all of a sudden, I just feel like I cannot be beaten. Oh, I can definitely be beaten, but not by these guys. What? What? Oh my gosh. Please don't give me that. Any of that crap. Alrighty. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to get up on that cliff, and then we're going to rotate with Kidan, who's going to move in. And he's just going to be whacking down at people from on top of that hill. It's going to be great. It's going to be phenomenal. Why do you not have a helmet? This is a problem. All right, we're just going to wait for you. We're going to rotate with Kidan. Okay. Did you literally do no damage? I mean, I'll take it, but... Whoops. So many of them. Honestly, what we need to do is round swing. Like, we just need to get Kidan out of there. Or we need to get Kimosabe out of there, and then we could just round swing it. Call it a day. Oh, that's such a satisfying sound effect. People be running. People be dying. Let's run them down. Also, that is a enormous banner. Oh, darn. You did okay. I can't be mad. I did have a campaign once where we had guys doing like 80% shots on all of those like spinning stuff. Oh, it's crazy. All right, that's good. Thank you for the grats on GNL. GNL, you are going to be... Do you want to be in this campaign? Because I have spots available. Let's collect the pay. 530 crowns. Perfect. And now the last one that we have is an armed courier. Nothing's changed there. They have so much bread. We have no tools, though. That's not great. Imported from Salzburg. So Salzburg may, in fact, have quite a few tools available to us. Mr. Blind Cougar has gained 1 melee defense. Okay. Salzbrook. Excuse me. Let's head up to, yeah. Let's see. Armorer. Yeah, we probably head over there. Tools. All right, I shall name a sergeant. Now we need rally the troops. Perfect. So that means at next level up, we're going to be grabbing rally the troops here for you. And then, in fact, we should give you this. Sibylla. Level you up. Level up. So 10 melee defense base. Pretty darn good, if you ask me. And let's improve your resolve as well. At level 1, you actually only have access to 5 skills. Wow, that's kind of crazy. Let's see. You are expendable? No, you're not expendable. You are GNL. GNL 2004. Although you're going to be going for GNL now. Now, that said, what do I actually do with you? Decent melee defense stats. Colossus could be valuable. 9 lives could be valuable. We're not going to be a pacifist. I do like recuperation, though. The issue is that... Okay, so Ailing, Poison last 1 turn, and Craven. So minus 10 resolve. Plus 5 ranged defense. So, might actually be really, really valuable to have the Fortified Mind perk. We're gonna do recuperation and Fortified Mind. Try and make you a little bit more resilient over the course of the day. I think that's gonna be important here. Hey, my first ever beast hunting thing at 3 skulls and however many days in. That's kind of crazy. Okay, how are we doing? Everyone gets good spirits. We're going to go ahead and hold up here. We don't have anything to repair, but we can salvage, actually. So let's salvage everything that we're not going to be using. Perfect. So it's going to give us 9 tools. It's going to take us 9 hours to do. Honestly, let's... That's good enough. Don't need any fletching. Kitchen, crafting, healing, training grounds? I don't know. Sure. Why not? Then we'll have 1 person. What are you actually good at? Healing, treating injuries, and medical supply efficiency. Okay, there we go. Why not? Let's go ahead and wait until morning. And I think we are going to just wait until that's all salvaged. Good enough. Salvaged 8 tools. Time to get moving. It's going to be a little bit better than what we can normally afford, I would guess. They do have access to a wolf here. 265 for 20 tools. It's not great, but not terrible. Simple Hood is running at 30 here, but there is an armorer. The armorer could give us access to an Akaton, but at a ridiculous premium, which is unfortunate. The Gambison is nice. The leather lamellar armor is also very nice, but man, these things are so expensive. Gianella? Am I missing something? No, I don't know what Gianello is. Let's see if we can find another trooper here. Would love to get a ranger of some kind. Olaf the Kid, that's a no. Okay, I'm just looking for range stats first, and then we'll go back and actually look at see if there's anyone that could be valuable to us. So, first off, the Miner. Miner, as always, has terrible fatigue, but really great melee stats. Killer on the run, 61 melee attack. Again, kind of a problem. Fragile is going to take you down to 35 HP, so Irma's going to die so quickly. Galteri, 51 ranged attack. That's actually not bad. You have Bright. Do you have the... any of the melee, or not the melee, but any of the ranged perks? You have crossbow mastery, but you don't have bow mastery, which I do. I do prefer bows. That is something that's just a me thing. Dido is impatient. Leonhard is determined. Spartan. That's kind of worthless because we, by the rules of this engagement, can't do that, so that's okay. Ricenza, the Quick, is a pessimist. Quick, not anything that we can utilize. Gunhild is lumbering, so minus initiative. Positive, so optimist, which is good. I'm not seeing anyone that I really, really want, unfortunately. It's just unfortunate. All right. Either way, 530 crowns to follow the tracks. You know what? Here's what we could do, though. We could just hire someone as kind of like a stand-in. Potentially someone who's cheap. If we have anyone that we can find. Gunhild is a little expensive. 12 crowns per day. 56. Ludburgess, Fear of Beasts, Swift. Decent melee stats. I think, yeah, we probably just want to make sure that we are at least, you know, decent. Gunhild is expensive, but no, not particularly any more expensive. And she does have... yeah. She'll be fine. She'll be fine. Who cares? All right, now what we do need is a pitchfork or something like that. No, we do have a pitchfork. So in that case, you're working with a 35 armor blacksmith's apron. That's fine. We'll just have one in the back line, providing some additional support here. And what does the armorer have for us? I looked at this. I have deemed it too expensive, and I am leaving. All right. We do see the tracks in the distance. I would love to be able to leverage that. 16 thieves, mostly rabble. All right, a few war dogs and lots of rabble. All right, we are in actually a pretty darn good state. The only downside is that Benjamin is in a bad spot. And Benjamin is an anatomist, so wavering from the get-go. That's unfortunate. All right, one down. Can you get there? Yes, you can. Perfect. Shield up. Here's what we are going to do. Move you in. We're going to move Kidan over here, so hopefully they push forward and surround him. And as long as he doesn't do anything crazy... oh, you can't reach that low. Gotcha. Okay. So in that case, we probably need to go up. and see what they do there. All right, so we have one there. Someone's gonna hopefully come up to the close. Come up close. Actually, the shovel may be long range, so that's probably problematic there. Support our guys over here. I can't attack you there? Okay, fair enough. That one's down. Another one bites the dust. You are wavering. Okay. Let's go. All right, there we go. That's one. Let's get on to the high ground here. You know what they say about the high ground. I actually don't remember what they say about the high ground, but I just know it's like you generally want to be on the high ground. It's that simple. All right, I think shovels... Yeah, I think shovels are, in fact... That speed them so good in the early game. It does kind of fall off a little bit later, but still. Let's go here. Off with the head! Alright, at this point, I think we're in a really, really good spot. And we're doing pretty well on... I think we're doing fairly well on the resource management portion of the campaign as well. It's not the best, don't get me wrong, but I think we're doing okay. Alright, Mr. Blind Cougar, you have club-footed, I think, right? Maybe. So if they're running, I'm not going to chase them, honestly. It's not worth it. Alright, it's over. Off with his head. We took 12 damage in total. I am absolutely here for it. Perfect. Alrighty. Get some more money here. And actually, you know what? Now that I say that, you should be pretty darn close, and 530 crowns is ours. An armed courier. Horror in the woods. Spider abduction. 1,220 crowns. We're not going to take that, but nice to know. Nice to know. All right, 750 crowns to drive off brigands at Guardian's Keep Ruin. All right, so what would happen if we then... So first off, let's go ahead and camp until daytime. Camp kitchen. Let's just, let's camp for a little bit. I don't think we're gonna hunting a mountain goat. There we go. I would love to see... where this location is. Guardians Keep Ruin. Okay, there. Now let's see what is in there. Can't make out who you'll be facing. Not worth it. Not worth it until we get the... Oh, we're out of food. We're out of food! Pay the money! It's so expensive, but pay it. Otherwise, they'll be mad at me. Armor, I need your money. I need your stuff. That full Akaton cap. I just... Ah, man, it's so expensive. Hunting giants. Unholds. I don't have cleavers for unholds. I don't have Scramus axes. I have one butcher's cleaver. That's... I mean, we could potentially do it, but it'd be really painful. Oh, they replaced the thing because I went over there and looked at it anyway. Oh, well. Not a big deal. Let's go ahead and go to Eulenmark, which was where we wanted to go in the first place because, yeah. No, I'm not paying for a show. I apologize. Can't do it. Ooh, this place has a ton of stuff. Return items. Let's do that. 700 crowns. Oh, darn it. I screwed myself. Guardians Keep Ruins. That's the one. They keep making it tougher. Ah, screwed ourselves there. That's okay. Defend the settlement, armed courier. 220 crowns, where to? Feldgehane? That is another place near a castle. I don't necessarily like that, to be honest with you. I think we're going to go back over to Markdorf. We're a little bit low on food, but we have enough funding for right now. Perfect, actually. That's exactly what we're looking for. Let's so let's sell this. Sell that, sell that. And let's find some beasts. 400 crowns, hunt down what terrorizes. I am all for it. Anyone good? Maynard is new. Maynard is meh. Alright. Come to me, my pretties. Webnecks. Oh, I don't like webnecks. Okay, we're gonna get help with the webnecks. I'm sorry. I gotta do it. I don't... My confidence with webnecks is like nothing. But actually, you know what we could do? We just need to get him out of the... Just need to get him out of the woods here. Alright, let's make sure that our spears are up front. And we have a decent backline to fight. So if we get here, that'll have the entire front line covered by spears. We then have this woodcutter's axe, which I don't think is going to be the most valuable thing, to be honest. So we're probably going to replace that with this and a double grit for plus 25% damage. I don't know if that's the right call, but that's the call I'm going to make. So let's go ahead and fight these guys. So 9 already. As expected, they will multiply. That is simply the way of the webnecked. Alright. See what they're doing. Here we go. That's decent. Oh, that's not decent. 70% chance and a fail. Which one is? You're dead. Let's try and get you out. That one's dead too. Ah, almost. All right, they're going to start webbing up. Oh, you have a grazed neck. Interesting. Suppose I wasn't aware of that. Perfect job. Well done. Another one dead. Webnecks scare me so much, man. But they are easier. Yeah, that's a good point. Welcome to the stream, Crimson Fist. But yeah, that's a good point. As long as they're in the open, it's okay. It's really when they get locked up that it gets scary, but... Let's move there. Get that guy. Perfect. Here, I think we're gonna probably leave the hatchling be for right now. See if they move forward. Should just be these two. You almost done? Okay, they're just running very, very slowly. Excellent. Well done. We took a grand total of 24 damage. Received Venom Blood Potion, which is now making us immune to poison effects, including those of webnecks and goblins. We also got Gossamer and some poison glands, which is great to hear. So these mutating potions, I'm very interested to see how they kind of affect the game a little bit more long term, you know? So we can also do a return the item and drive off brigands. We already looked at these guys for the 33rd time in a row. I would love to get that hooked blade. I keep coming back to that hooked blade because it looks so nice. Getting a tabard might be not too bad. Where is this? Guardians keep ruins or return the item. All right. Exotic spice box. Give me the exotic spices. And again, we're still running with not a single one of the rangers that we were looking for initially. Some thugs, poacher, and lots of rabble. Okay. I mean, I guess at the end of the day, it's pretty negligible here, but. All right, let's get these guys up on the hill if we can. Cleaver man. All right, we are now secure and safe up on the hill. I think we can definitely make this work. Alrighty. So at this point, we just kind of wait. And they're just going to hang out and do nothing. So ugh. AI, why do you have to be smart? You have one ranged unit. All right, so how many rounds are we going to have to wait for them to actually make a move? That's the real question. With your 5% chance at night. I don't want to engage them on even ground. This guy looks terrifying, and I want his armor and his falchion. Maybe if we give them bait? Do we give them bait? Hmm? Someone moved. Oh, there's a second one. No, it's the same guy. I'm so confused what these guys are doing. How do we get the AI to move forward? They have literally twice our guys. That said, they also have practically nothing in terms of resolve, which is going to be where we take over. Okay, now they're gonna move. Yep. All right, there we go. Oh, that guy has something that I don't like. Off with his head. Hmm. Oh no, GNL. No! No, GNL! Stop it! Oh, boy. Okay, off with your head. All right, running. Perfect. I want your stuff. Oh, no! Ugh! Oh, this is not good. GNL. I'm sorry. You've died. You weren't the cream of the crop, but you were valuable to me. And she got, yeah, they got scared afterwards. Oh, the falchion is dead? Alright, good enough. Well, hold on, yeah. Goodbye, GNL. Thank you for your service. 5 days, took part in 4 battles, and has 1 kill. You killed a rabble. Such is the shame. All right, we did get the leather hood and the short sword. That is not a falchion. We also got a militia glaive and a hatchet, as well as a couple shields. So that is very, very important to us. Let's go ahead and collect our pay. And we are now up to a potential of 10 troops, which is absolutely phenomenal. Still getting ambushed trade routes, which is not great. And still looking at these generic dweebs. But nonetheless, I'm going to sell this, sell that. Monk's robe is 25. There's 3 of those, in fact. Probably don't need them. Probably don't need them. Let's go ahead and head down. Let's go ahead and head down south. Königsheim, I think we're good. You did say that, and I don't, but I didn't want to do that. A poacher, lots of... Okay, so these guys are going to try and fight us. I don't see that as a wise thing to do, but... oh, hold on. That's not what I wanted. I wanted that, and... I don't like doing that, but I feel like that's kind of necessary. Now, Danielle, you are working with... You're going to be a shield. Absolutely. So I'm thinking we may do... Oh, wow. Bandage Master. That's kind of amazing. It's kind of crazy, actually. Now, who's died thus far? Kidan, the DPS 2H, who is just amazing in every way. And then GNL. So, on the whole, at 2 hours in the last Legends mod playthrough, we had already lost a ton of people. Benjamin here is going to be leveling up yet again. Let's give initiative and probably fatigue, yeah. I mean, we actually... I'm thinking we could actually put you in with... No, we can't, actually. Never mind. Do we give you Cleaver Mastery? Cleaver Mastery would allow you to use this Butcher's Cleaver and potentially a Scramasax later. Scramasax would be phenomenal. Bleeding inflicted by whips and cleavers is doubled to 10 and 20 per turn, respectively. Oh, man. That's crazy. Kid Don. Let's give you a short sword. Benjamin, you are an anatomist, right? I'm going to give this something. I'm going to give you something that is thematically appropriate to what you do. All right, Gunhild. Leveling up. What did we want with you? We wanted initiative and no, you're not a dodge tank. You were going to be a backliner, I want to say. So a backliner, likely. Let's see. You do have blacksmith's techniques. That's kind of cool. Not quite sure what we're going to do here. Maybe adrenaline would be nice, but realistically, I think... 9 lives. 9 lives to keep you safe. Got to get rally the troops. Got to get some additional resolve here. Melee attack. And, man, I hate doing that. I hate doing that. Let's go with that. Let's go with that instead. Perfect. Alright. Brigands. Run away. Thank you. Let's go to Königsheim. All right, we now gain a Sergeant Sash, which will definitely help us with some of the morale issues that we've been experiencing. Gunhild needs... I mean, you actually have a fairly decent amount of resiliency there. Let's just leave it as is. I think we're in a good spot. All right, perfect. We are out of food, unfortunately. Everything's expensive because everything's going wrong, I'm sure. Tools are unbelievably expensive. Decorative cowl. That's always nice. Just an extra 15. The nasal helm would be super valuable. Let's get that. We have another Speedum available. We also have a hooked blade. That is important. We need to remember that. And who's at the lowest right now? That would be you, Kidon. We're going to put a shield on you just in case. I don't quite know if we're going to use it or not, but other than that, let's see, what do we have available to us? Let's first focus on the troops. If we can find good troops, everything else will fall into place. So, we need to replace GNL. He literally lasted 5 days in one battle and died immediately, so I feel terrible about that, so we're going to replace him. I love that milkmaids have 61 max melee stats. It's kind of insane. They all have... I see a lot of lumbering this mission. Or this campaign. Alright, washerwoman. -7 on range defense. Phenomenal fatigue. Do you have... You have mind over body, lithe, fashionable. You do not have... Darn it, you don't have battle forged. That said, though, you could still be an amazing backliner with 63. Gorm, 41. Okay, hold on. I want a ranger. Give me a ranger, please. 54 out of 55. Hate for greenskins and frail. -3 HP and -3 fatigue. I can definitely work around. That's not really an issue. But I feel like a ranger is just going to be like the piece of the puzzle that we just don't have. Let's see. You are expensive though, Ludbald. 10's not bad. Like, don't get me wrong, 10 is not bad. So let's go ahead and buy that. So you're coming with a sling. You do have slinger spins, which is plus 12 range skill and plus 25 armor damage while using a sling. And plus on a sling, or a heavy sling. Sling mastery increases the accuracy by 10%. Heavy rocks. Plus 4 to 12 damage while using a sling or slingshot. These just... I don't know that I can necessarily value that, you know? It's kind of crazy. Either way, for right now, we have a ranger. That is good. I'm happy with that. Next on the docket, though. So minus initiative is not the worst thing in the world. You have otherwise fairly decent stats. You're expensive, though, and I don't like that. Whereas you are not. You do have a fear of beasts. And terrible resolve. You're also inexpensive. So we're going to hire you because you are inexpensive. If you die... you're replaceable. Sorry. All right. And then GNL returns. That's what your name is going to be. How are we looking, though? How are we looking? Oh, you actually already had a decorative cowl on, so that's not helpful at all. Let's give you the... I don't really want to give you a militia glaive because you're not... Actually, you do have really good attack. Let's give you that. Let's give you that. That. we need a piece of headgear for you, which we do have the money to afford, even though it is insanely expensive here. But at least it'll keep you alive for now. That's kind of the more important thing, to be honest. So. And then, yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at what we got here. So we have find location, armed courier, drive off the bandits, or return item. What is 1,000 crowns? Pillagers camp east of Königsheim, or return the item. 830. I like 830 crowns. That sounds like a good plan. Uh-oh. These guys are everywhere. What in the world? Oh, that's a different... That's completely different. Nice. Many thugs, a brigand poacher, and some rabble. How are we looking on armor here? Alright, because if we make it through this, we're going to be just fine in terms of food. But we're not really that high up on the armor values right now. Because we got no tools. Oh, direwolves. Alright. Let's go. Nice! What a great start. What a phenomenal start here. Here's what we'll do. Okay, don't like... Oh, I don't like that. I don't know. Ah! Crap. That didn't go so well. Huh. We're gonna see what we can do here. Oh, there's more of them. They're everywhere. All right, we just need you to move down one. Hit that. So at this point, we just need to get... Ah, GNL. Stop it. Crap. I didn't give you... I didn't give you any melee stuff. Oh, you kidding me? What is this? Oh, this ain't good. That's a thug. We gotta get this guy down. Alright, Kadan is dead. He got wrecked. Okay, everyone just seems to want to. Okay, so that thing is actually a 2 range. I forgot about that. We're getting surrounded here. However, we're doing very well on the whole. People are running away. Okay, that's another one down. Oh, man, these guys are hitting. So these, what are these guys hitting with? 30% chances, double 30% chances hit to kill. Oh, man. I wonder what Kadan... Kadan got a 23% chance death. Oh, man. Yeah, you're a slinger right now, but I mean, to be honest, you kind of suck because you're level 1, but that's a me problem, not a you problem. So, okay, that one's down. Perfect. Now everyone's running away. I just wish we hadn't lost Kadan. The second one. He was really good. Whew. Alright, that guy's running. Okay. Lots of misses. You're breaking? You need to somehow survive this. Woo, okay. Ugh. What was that? 5% chance? But he got a 32. Like, all... That's insane. Hit him! Yes! Go for it, GNL. You got it. I love that you can't even see anyone through this banner at all. It is obscene. All right, it's over. Kidan Earthside. 14 kills! What a guy! At least we got his nasal helm back. We also got the Woodcutter's Axe and the Short Sword and 2 Militia Glaives. We are getting a little bit more gear here. Oh, goodness. All right. We can set out into the wilderness, cook scouts, or we can catch the eye of the noble houses. I like the noble houses idea. We may not be ready for him, but I'm going to try. Oh, yes. Just in time to buy some food. Excellent. Which is obscenely overpriced. Don't get me wrong. But it's something. But it's something. So, all right. So we've been at this for about 2 hours and 45 minutes. I think I am going to call it good on Battle Brothers for today. So we are going to transition over to Dawn of War 2, specifically the Elite mod. So this is going to be a little bit of, it's still a strategy game, but it's a massive shift from Battle Brothers, which is that turn-based kind of strategic and whatnot. So if you'd like, I would invite you to, thank you so much. I hope you had a wonderful time here at the stream. I really appreciate you stopping by. If you don't want to watch, Dawn of War 2, I just wanted to thank you. But in any case, we are going to go ahead and switch over so I can kind of refresh my mental stack and we can go into a little bit more of fast-paced action. So let's go ahead and... Oh, uh-oh. Oh, dear. Uh-oh. The anatomist... Okay. We're going to do this really quick. All right. Königsheim is neutral. That's fine. Alrighty. In any case, let's go ahead and switch over here. Nope. Not ending. There we go. All right. There we go. And we'll see if everything works okay with the Elite mod. I haven't really done too much on this side, so. And then we'll probably go for another 45 minutes to an hour, maybe a game or two. I am, of course, as I kind of mentioned in the description, I am on vacation, so we'll probably do another stream here relatively soon. Yes! Yes! Let's go with the live. Lows and mids. High lobby for fog. I don't know what that means, but so welcome. Welcome. Let's see. What are we gonna do? We're gonna try Ordo Malleus here. And then while I'm figuring a few things out here, I need to change which stream we're doing here. So bear with me for just a moment here. I need to change what it says we are playing here. This is Dawn of War. Released in 2009 because it's awesome. All right, and then bear with me. in case the... There we go. Alrighty. Should be in a good spot here. Perfect. All right. So this game is, for those of you who have not played, or those of you who are interested in playing, this is generally a 1v1, 2v2, or 3v3 real-time strategy game, which focuses primarily around the Warhammer 40,000 universe, which in and of itself is kind of a massive thing. But this game was released in 2009. It had a couple different expansions to it. The first one was Chaos Rising. The second one was Retribution, I think. And it was primarily well, I'll tell you what. It was very, very similar to Company of Heroes. So if you ever played Company of Heroes, this was essentially, you know, a modification of that. And it was really fun for me when I was younger. I mean, obviously 2009, it was like 16 years ago. And I enjoy the Warhammer universe very, very much. So it's kind of a good time for me. So the races that are present in this are kind of the standard Warhammer universe ones. You can play as the Chaos people. You can play as the Orcs, the Eldar, or the Eldari is what they're currently called. Imperial Guard, which are just normal humans. You can also play as the couple different Space Marine chapters, and the Tyranids, which are basically, you know, stompy, stompy, stabby, stabby bugs. I don't know. They're just bugs. But in any case, the game is much more focused on micro than macro because you don't really build buildings. I mean, you can. You certainly can. But you generally don't. So it's kind of a lane-based game, and I think it's a little bit loud here, so bear with me. And if it's not loud enough, please do let me know. We can fix that. But each unit is actually a subgroup of units. So if you've ever played Company of Heroes, you'll be right at home. Obviously, this is a little bit older, but it does have the cover system that was popularized by Company of Heroes. It is made by Relic, so. And then they also had a game in, I want to say 2017 or something like that. It was Dawn of War 3. And Dawn of War 3 was, I'll tell you what, I really enjoyed it, but it was not very well received by the community. They thought it was too much like a MOBA, and it just didn't quite match what people were looking for with this game, or the game that came after it. So, but in any case, so doing a little bit of explanation, I am currently playing as the Ordo Malleus, which basically they're called the Grey Knights, is what they do. And the Grey Knights are a group of special Space Marines who are specifically designed to combat chaos. And I don't know, I really enjoy it. I really enjoy it. Let's get this. Oh, I'm getting doubled. So there's a minor issue in the 3v3, which is that I am not able to actually fight this battle alone. Although it looks like our teammate is doing fairly well on the other side as well. So going against Chaos, I want to kind of pay attention to how they are using two things. The first is I want to see how they're using their heretics, which are their basic kind of melee units. They can be upgraded to be either super resilient to melee attack, or they can be upgraded to be super, well, I mean, they're always weak, but they have great ranged capabilities through the form of grenade launchers. Not really interested in either one of those right now, since we're fighting the Imperial Guard, but that's another thing to deal with. So another thing that's kind of cool about this game, at least something that I really enjoy, is that you can actually upgrade your independent units. So just because you have, you know, like a generic sword right now, you can actually upgrade yourself to have an Executioner pistol, which is highly effective against infantry, or you could alternatively have something that's very effective against in melee, like this Eviscerator axe. So it's kind of allows you to specialize in different things. So you're probably going to go hide in there, aren't you? Yeah, you are. Nah, nah, nah. You don't get to do that. Okay, so they have big melee guys. I don't like this. Let's throw a grenade. It's gonna hit only me. Darn, we're getting wrecked here. So the solution to this is to pop interceptors. Interceptors are a dedicated melee unit, which, when used effectively, are going to be able to lock the opponent down and counter, basically counterfight whatever they've dropped onto the board. So the other thing that's kind of important is, if you've never played a Company of Heroes game, each unit is independently modeled, which means that you can, in fact, have a fair bit of what's called bleed. And bleed is what happens when you use an independent unit. You need to then replace it, and that costs money. Sometimes it's you have two kinds: this yellow money or requisition, and blue money, which is power. So these different styles of play make it a bit of a unique game, one that I really, really enjoy. Let's go here. Yep. Ah, no, that's not good. Chem grenades. Okay. Let's make sure that we can... Oh, so... Ah, shoot, that's not good. You know what, honestly? I think we just go here. Yep. Easy. Let's get these guys to run away. And I think we... Oh, can we get it? Can we get it? No, we can't. All right, we got to run. So we're going to lose a guy here. And that forces us to replenish him. So reinforcement is going to be expensive. 75 requisition and 7 power. Now... Oh, right, I should fix that guy up. It's just... It's difficult. Right? It's a process of figuring out how to work with things, how to counterbalance things, and so on and so forth. I think, honestly, with the way that these guys are working, Chem Cloud... Yeah, that Chem Cloud grenade is actually going to be really nice. Methinks. However, I am being carried a fair bit right now. At least until I get my Rhino out in tier 2. I think we can go with that. So another thing that is important is, how do you gather resources? So I've kind of shown a little bit how you do that, but it's also a little bit more subtle than that. Actually, it's not subtle at all. What am I talking about? It's very, very simple. You capture the stuff, and that's basically it. And if you capture the stuff, you do more damage. If you do more damage, you get more stuff. It's that simple. Okay, let's try and get these guys over here. Big hits. And we did take out... Ooh, nice. We took that out. So when you take out an enemy unit, it is much more significant a loss than it would normally be. Actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and upgrade to the... Let's go ahead and upgrade to the Dreadnought here. The Dreadnought is a huge investment for units, for resources anyway. But if you do manage to make one useful, they're incredibly, incredibly valuable. Also, they look really, really cool. So there's that. In the meantime, also, we probably want to be upgrading our troops to get their squad leaders, which provide them a massive amount of improvement in base combat statistics. Your commander is particularly useful for having war gear, as I said earlier. And in this case, what we're going to be upgrading our commander with is the... well, we took out a lot of the enemy forces there, so that may not actually be relevant, but I want to have the assault armor. That assault armor is going to allow us to charge in to attack some of the enemy. Ooh, dear. You know what? Actually, you know what? We can do this. We can do this. Yeah. I had a feeling that would be the case. So they're going to run away very quickly. F2. Oh, this is going to be tough. So what I did right there was I used something called a global bar. And the global bar allows you to essentially... here, let's go ahead and support our guys here. The global bar allows you to, in essence, call on some super powerful abilities which require a third resource. And the third resource is called red. Or, I guess it depends. It depends on what it is. It can be a little bit different from, you know, place to place. There we go. Nice. But it allows... So, for example, the Aversir Assassin's abilities allow him to specialize the Aversir Assassin. You know, in essence, he becomes nigh on unkillable. And if you do kill him, things go very badly for you. It's kind of cool. All right. So the way that people will deal with a dreadnought, you always want to keep a dreadnought in the back unless, you know, you're somehow able to ensure that the enemy doesn't have any sort of melee attacks, because realistically, they are a problem. They're absolutely a problem. There we go. And I'm not actually seeing any amount of... not seeing anything as far as the anti-vehicle is concerned. So it may not actually be a problem at all that we have this. Let's go ahead and run these guys back. We may end up losing one of them to some of this bleed damage, but it's not the worst thing in the world. I would love to take out some of the stuff over there as far as their power is concerned. I just don't know if we have any risk from anti-vehicle stuff. This guy is a melee walker, and he's very, very useful, but he's not necessarily the most resilient when it comes to anti-vehicle fire. And on top of that, especially in this mod, anti-vehicle fire is very, very dangerous. So, oh, hi. Speak of the devil. They have one too. All right, so the solution to this for me is twofold. I can either get a Vindicare Assassin. I could upgrade my Grey Knight Dreadnought to have a multi-melta. Or I can just save up, go to Tier 3, and in Tier 3, my Interceptors have an ability called Psy Cannons, which allows them to basically upgrade themselves and be very effective in a close combat and a ranged role. Allows them to kind of swap out whatever they're doing. Okay, not great. So part of the meta game of this is called bashing. And bashing is where you are essentially taking out a portion of the enemy's power supplies. That can be done. Oh, there we are. There's that. Try that again. Yeah? So the problem is, oh man, we're getting doubled. Okay, this is not good. Not good. Not good at all. Here, you know what? We're gonna upgrade you to have the Neuro Gauntlet. And I said I wanted that charge. I'm not sure that I want that charge anymore. Did kind of do a little weight there. Here, let's give that. So we can force this guy Oh, no. We gotta run away. We gotta run away from that. I think we may actually lose these interceptors here. That's the problem. Woo! Nope. Okay, apparently we are going to survive somehow. That's kind of impressive. We did lose our commander, though. That's not great. Not good at all. Oh, boy. Let's get these guys out of here. Tell you what, we probably want to upgrade with a plasma cannon. That plasma cannon is going to allow us to be a little bit more resilient. And I think at tier 3, what we want to do is we want to get out a... Yeah, those flamers is just going to be a pain, I tell you. Nope, don't you dare, don't you dare! Alright, we're doing our best, we're doing our best. Except when I shoot my own guys with plasma cannon shots. That also doesn't help at all. Alright. We're honestly not doing that bad, to be 100% level with you. I think popping out a Vortimer Razorback is going to be very valuable because they don't have the greatest anti-vehicle, and having good anti-vehicle is going to be absolutely critical to fight this guy. Either way, it is going to be so important. No, I ain't touching that with a 10-foot pole. 10-foot pole. These guys are definitely they're going all melee all the time. So as long as we can stay out of that, we're good.
Plasma generator deployed and operational.
Take joy in sacrifice. Blah, 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 blah. Let's leave you there. You guys are... How do I want to play this? We gotta move. We gotta move. We gotta give them options. Support our allies, because if we can support our allies with these melee guys, we have an anti-melee solution in the form of this Dreadnought, so long as he doesn't get attacked by ranged fire. Which is absolutely a real possibility. Otherwise, we are in a position where we can definitely make use of our abilities. This needs to get out of there. Run. That is a very not good thing. I think the enemy orc was a little bit lost in the sauce there. Which is good for us, don't get me wrong. But he lost track of his units and ended up losing a ton of them. That or he's lagging, which is also a possibility. Okay, either way, they have some anti-vehicle stuff out, so we want to back up and provide a little bit of support here. I'm going to go ahead and recover my commander. So my commander, when he died, he was stuck a little bit deeper in enemy territory. I lost track of him, and it did not work so well. So needed to keep better track of him as we were working through the match and go from there. We're going to try and re-add the Justicar. Okay. And then in the meantime, we're going to go ahead and attempt to revive our friendly commander here. It's going to be a little bit of a risk here going into the middle without too much support, but we can definitely make use of it. It looks like we are reaching a little bit of a critical mass here which is great. Okay. We do want to take advantage of these guys being out of position, which is great. I don't think we'll actually be able to do anything about that. That's fine. How are our units doing? A little bit of damage, a little bit of risk in keeping them alive, or keeping them in the fight, but probably nothing too terrible. So wanted to get the cybernetic enhancements. Cybernetic enhancements reduces ability cooldowns and heals the Averser over time. So that allows him to be a little bit more resilient as he fights and just, you know, generally stay alive longer. It's not the craziest thing in the world. We have guys coming in from the back. Woo, that's not good. So some guys can go invisible, and that is not great. Because if they go invisible, that means we cannot fight them. We cannot see them. There are a few things that can, you know, what's the term? They can... Sorry, they can detect. Oh, no. But not everything can. Ooh, run, run. You know, actually, I didn't need to retreat my Averser there, but I did. We push forward with our Vortimer Razorback. The Vortimer Razorback is a very, very strong tier 3 weapon, which allows us to do some really good damage throughout a battle. So it's low burst damage, but really, really high DPS. Let's go ahead and move these guys over. We probably need to support in that area. Ooh, a rocks. Nice. That's excellent. That gives some phenomenal benefit to us. We are going to go ahead and upgrade the Vortimer, make sure it's a little bit more tanky, a little bit more resilient. And then the next thing that we probably want to take a look at is, I've been waiting for this opportunity to use an orbital bombardment, which is the super ability for each faction has a super ability kind of. And what I want to do is I want to be able to utilize it to take out a large number of units. Not always possible, but definitely valuable if you have the option. So the enemy has a tank. This tank is bad news. We do not like this. Get out of there. Get out of there. Ooh, this is not good. Okay. Dreadnought needs to get out of there. Vortimer can come in a little bit. He can heal. You can run. You can also run. I think you can stay put. Yeah, do your thing. Perfect. Well done. Okay, we survived. We stayed put. Our allies came to our rescue. I have to thank them for that. Nice. All right, at least one unit of stormtroopers is going down, which is great. Love to see that. The other concern that I have is this tank doesn't really have a counter right now. We took down one of their anti-vehicle units, but apparently now we're stuck. That's not great. Let's see what we can do here. Do a ton of damage. I mean, don't get me wrong. I do a ton of damage, but it is a little bit tricky. Might be valuable to upgrade the base armor of my guy, but okay. No, we'll run. We'll run. Ah, dang it, he died. Okay, that's fine. That's okay. We're doing okay on VPs, so this is a VP-based game. It's not going to be the best thing that we have, but We're doing okay. Got him. Oh, I got him. Yes. Nice. Whew. I'm thinking we got him. We do need to get out of the way. We need to make sure this guy, or we need to make sure that we get the victory point here. Sorry, I'm losing track of everything. I'm so bad at this long-term game. I need Grey Knight Terminators. I want Terminators. Thank you. Perfect. Thank you. Oh, is this going to be a repair bunker? Please tell me it's a repair bunker. So the Imperial Guard have the capability to generate repair bunkers. These repair bunkers are very useful in stationary positions. They're not always like the best thing that's ever happened, but they're still very, very good. So we're losing the BP game, which is not great. One thing I could potentially do is I could support my team by pushing forward a little bit with this guy. So he is very quick. We're gonna give him a little bit of speed boost. Try and nope, never mind. We're not doing anything with him. That is a negative. All right, thank you for your service, my friend. Let's go ahead and move forward. We can move these guys up here. Move our interceptors as well. Our interceptors are probably in a good spot to actually do some valuable stuff for us. There we go. All right. Oh, not great. So the battle at this point is going to be mostly for the 2 VPs, or victory points, that we have available on the map. Here and here. At least those are the 2 we want to save. So as long as the enemy does not have a... well, let me put it this way. Sometimes you can get 2 victory points per second or 1 victory point per second, but you will never get 3. So it's always like... how do I say this? You can't have... both teams will never gain points. That's what I'm saying. Realistically, what that means is that in order to win, you have to have a dominance of victory points. And when we're posted up on it like this whole thing is basically a concave. We just want to make sure that we're doing right by our team. And good, you know, ensure that we can capture whatever we need to. So oftentimes what people will do is they'll use big tanky units, like for example this war boss, to capture different points, because it's really difficult to actually put them in the ground. Like, that's the trick. Now, what I have as a counter to that is Terminators, because these Terminators are absolutely killer when it comes to staying put. They're almost immune to all things, you know, knockback based. Yeah. What's up, Blind Cougar? How are you? Welcome back. And yes, we are playing one of my favorite games of all time. It is an oldie but a goodie, in my personal opinion. We are losing, of course, this, which is not good. More specifically, Mr. Blind Cougar, this is the elite mod of Dawn of War. So there's a lot of stuff that you can do with this game. I know I've seen like, what was it? The Codex mod? Is Codex mod the right one? And that adds like Necron and Tau in it, kind of similar to how the original Dawn of War was, but let's see here. So they do have some stuff. It's just not enough. And I'm almost tempted to... Oh, we should probably help. We should probably help. Yeah. In any case, sorry. Getting a little distracted here. As I'm trying to just make sure everything's going well. But yeah, it's good stuff. It is good stuff. Let's get our guys back. You know, I am more amazed that the fact that I have, I still have my Dreadnought. You almost never see a Dreadnought in Tier 3 because they just die so quickly at the wrong time. You know, and then from there, it's difficult to keep them alive. Pop friends on, let's go. And he does damage himself too, doesn't he? Let's see, it does look like we're in a good spot here. Oh, you're gonna run away. Okay, he died. That's fine. You guys need to run away. We lost our Bane, whatever that is. Actually lost quite a bit there. See the value in it. Let's get this guy going. Oh, there we go. Did we get him? Yes. Excellent. Well done. They got sneaky boys, but we got sneaky boys in return. They are winning the VP fight still. That is kind of a problem. One thing we might be able to do to counteract that is capture their natural VP. The VP that's closest to them. It's a potential. Not guaranteed, though. We can probably do it with Terminators if we wanted to. See. Oh, let's teleport. I don't think that's going to work for you, my friend. What happens if we just get in there? Yeah? Oh, they got sneaky boys. Let's get that. Oh, we did lose our main guy. That's unfortunate. Too much animations. I need a better PC, he says. I feel you. I feel you, my friend. Tell you what, we can just buy this guy back. And then if we run, we can just run. Yeah. I love that my stormtroopers are the ones that actually did that capture. They're like one of the weakest characters in the game. It's kind of hilarious. Thank you for the assist there, my friend. Let's try and get our Vortimer Razorback to support. Oh, interesting. We dropped more mines on there. I suppose we could probably drop a Psy Cannon. Actually, you know what? Let's not drop a Psy Cannon. Let's drop Flamer. And let's just put ourselves in a position where we're kind of in a... Let's just put ourselves in a good spot. Let's go with that. No! Crap, he's gonna die again. Yep, that's fine. I mean, it's not gonna save him, but... Oh, that's not going to go well. I would love if you guys could... Oh, that's not good, not good, not good. Oh, dear. Let's bring all the troops back. Whew. Well done. GG, well played. That was kind of a good one. Oof. It's looking good. That's game 1 down. Now we just need to lose game 2, and we're nice and even there. Well done. That was a fun game. Fun one. That is going to take literally a year, but that's neither here nor there. Let's see. There's a 2v2 available. Maybe we'll try I don't know, regular space. We could try the orcs actually. Let's try this commando knob. Oh, goodness. It's a good game. One that I have thoroughly enjoyed over many, many years. I think I have close to 1,000 hours in it. But nonetheless, all a good time. I think we'll probably play one more game. Actually, you know what? Vengetron might be AFK. He's always here. So let's just do 3v3 all, and we'll go from there. But fun game overall. Very much enjoy it. It can get a little elitist sometimes, you know, elite mod. Just because people have been playing for so long, they don't really want to see terrible games, and I can understand. Like I get it. But you know, sometimes it's just a little bit better to enjoy the community that you have on a game that was made in 2009. And that's where, you know, even if people are bad at the game, it doesn't really bother me that much because I'm just glad I get to play the game, honestly. That's kind of my big thing there. So, in any case, if you guys will grant me one moment, I need to step away. And as soon as I am, done stepping away, I'll be back. All right, just 1 second, guys. I'll be back. I'm back. I'm back. Sorry. Let me fix up my camera here. It is freezing downstairs. Ugh. All right. There we go. Hello. Nice. All right. Oh, hate his weapon. Nightmare. Cole McGrath. Interesting. So hate his weapon is a fairly good competitor. EM7 is also fairly good. So this will be interesting. We will see. So GNL, yes, absolutely. I understand that. My wife's knowledge of Warhammer is also nothing, and that's fine because I can just talk for 22 hours about Warhammer lore, and half of it's going to be wrong, but who cares? I love it. I love Warhammer. It's fun. People do big, over-the-top things like crash ships into planets and blow up the planets and glass the entire surface. I have an entire game series on the YouTube channel that was focused on the Ordo Malleus, which was great. So I think a lot of people recently have been coming to the channel for Battle Brothers, but prior to that, I did, what was it? Chaos Gate Demon Hunters. It's such a fun game. Really. Really a fun game. Let's go here. We're going to capture this. Probably get a second Shoot-A-Boy squad. I actually don't know what the correct value is for right now, but I am going against Nightmare, so this is kind of tricky. Or at least some grots. And who cares? At the end of the day, really, what you need to know about Warhammer is, do you like the idea of big stompy skull things all the time, every time? If so, great. If not, it's probably not your game. And I think that's pretty fair, you know? So this guy is the Commando Knob. So the Commando Knob is really... Oh, no, why is it... I'm not good against the Imperial Guard right now. I'm not good against the Commando Knob at all. Especially if it's well controlled by someone, it's very difficult to fight. Okay. Let's try and get this. We can fight her. We can definitely fight her. It's just tricky. Because essentially what these guys can do, these sentinels, is they can just kind of hang out and do nothing, despite and you know, get a ton of damage done without any real risk because they can get healed up really quickly. And I appreciate the value. Oh, it's a double sentinel. I'm gonna lose my mind. I don't know actually how to fight a double sentinel, to be honest with you. Kind of tricky. I think we probably need to upgrade our... How do you counter double scent? Hope that they have terrible micro? Is that like the only thing you can do? DACA. More DACA. Yeah. That implies that I know how to do... Okay, fair. I mean, that's fair enough. I'm bad. Let's see. Now, here's the real question. what we can do is so I can probably make some good moves here if I push forward. Okay, so she's doing that. Ah, dang it. I think we got out of that. We didn't get out of that well. It's a little tricky, but let's go ahead and pop Storm Boys. I think the Storm Boys are going to be the value play here, because if we can get if we can fight the opponents, get around potentially their base, that might be the play. The other thing that could be very valuable is that a combat kit that could keep our commando knob in play for a lot longer, a ton longer. It's going to be tricky otherwise. Let's try and get that. Let's go here. All right, so on the plus side, we're not losing too terribly. I think any more investment into our tier 1 is going to be a waste of time, realistically. You know what? Here, let's force their hand. Let's go around. Let's go around. What are they going to do? Huh? Well, they're just going to bleed models because that's what they do. But other than that, oh my gosh, I wish it was just not that hard. Huh. That's disappointing. Need more DACA? Sucks for me. I'm just not good at this game. Let's be real. Should have played that better. Ah. I feel like the problem is all this bleed is just, and then I lose my commander like a scrub. All this bleed is just so difficult to deal with because if I move the wrong way, like I can't bleed them, but they bleed me like nobody's business, you know? It's really tricky. I don't know, I think so, at least. Because they can essentially just tear me down with those 3 units the entire time. Well, I can't do much about it. And as a result, I did lose a unit because of it, which is not good. And yeah, they're already at tier 2. I'm just getting there. It's gonna be a little rough. Oh, that's a Bane Wolf. Never mind. Okay, so a Bane Wolf is very powerful for them, at least. We need to get some tank busters out. We definitely need to get a knob up. Sorry. Can remember what they're called. Let's get this guy. Should probably get a knob leader for our main guy as well. Oh, this is where I struggle. I struggle really hard with this section. Oh, can we get it? Not right now. Let's try and drop that. Oh, come on. Almost. Almost. And then we lose that because I'm a scrub. Who'd I lose? Yeah, just my shooter boys. Too much for me. It's too much for me. I'm bad at orcs. So we could do explosives, but I'm thinking we're actually kind of done at this point. Oh, we're not even going to kill one of them there. It does seem interestingly like we're not even able to actually hit them before they kill us. I wonder if that's just weird. Let's get out of there. Yeah, a little tricky, a little tricky. We're losing pretty good, though. We could potentially do commandos. Do we get... Not bad. It's possible to... It's definitely possible to win this. It's not easy, but it's definitely possible. They're not bashing our power well enough, which is great. And if we continue to work that in our favor, we can go here, here, here. But they... No. We're actually... If we ever go into an actual fight, we are done. Like, that's just kind of the way of it. Can you get it? And run. Oh, they just... Never mind. Can we win against these guys? I think Slugga Boys do. I think so. It looks like they did forget about him, which is good. Nice. That's helpful. That's real helpful, actually. Okay, we can push forward with that. We just need to take down their vehicles. Once we take down their vehicles, that's pretty much all she wrote, to be honest. Now, that said, that is a very tall order. So let's make sure these guys are a little bit hidden. Okay, you run away now. Oh, it's going to revive him, but okay. It's fine. This one's getting attacked. Let's run. And we just want to run out of here. Ah, it's difficult. Oh, that's going to be a big boom. Yep, that's a big boom. We should still recover that, though. Help him out. So the important thing is that we get as many victory points as we can, because we can still come back from just about anything else. I think that's going to be important. Commandos is the sneakiest. We could have some really, really good... If we're going to go, like, melee, we can go melee. I don't know if that's viable or not right now, but... Still, not a bad option. Commander Knights have power melee. That's good. Yeah. Okay. Let's get this guy. We can probably get sneaky commandos, but... Now, what really frustrates me is that these guys getting a double heretic squad seems so powerful. I don't know what it is specifically, but it does appear that oftentimes, you know, it does appear that oftentimes if I put 2 units of orcs in combat versus 2 units of heretics, they will inevitably lose due to mostly pathing, if I'm going to be honest about it. Like, the pathing is kind of insane. Okay, we do have power melee with these guys, which is great. Or not. Okay. Interesting. Why are we still... You know what, actually? We need to play around other points. We can't... If we're going to win, and I'd say the likelihood of that is nothing at this point. But we would have to go around, because I'm just not good fighting at the Imperial Guard's mercy, and realistically, we already... Oh, nice. Alt-X. I think we're done. I think we're done. It's a little rough, but, you know, on the whole, not the worst thing that we've ever accomplished here. We can't really do anything about that, can we? Yes, we can. Okay. My boy, my boy killed with his with his special ability. Very unfortunate. GG. GG, well played. That was a lot of bad plays on my part, like, without a doubt. But nonetheless, I mean, this is part of it. And there is a lot of discussion around as far as I can tell, around the community about the state of Imperial Guard. But I've generally found that it's very, very difficult to maintain anything against an Imperial Guard player, because if they play with their Sentinel correctly, it is incredibly, incredibly powerful. Right? It doesn't bleed models, it doesn't cost anything, and you can constantly bleed your opponent's models. Now, it's not as much against something like Space Marine, because the Imperial Guard versus heavy armor is really not so great. But at the same time, it's very, very powerful against something like all of these orcs that bleed very easily, and if you're going to bleed easily, it's going to be a little tricky. But in either case, so I have been informed by my lovely bride that she would like to watch the newly released on HBO Max, or is it Max? I think it's just Max. Dune 2. So I'm going to have to call the stream here. It's been just under 4 hours, so I wanted to say thank you to everyone who has been watching. I really, really do appreciate it. I hope you guys had a good time. We will probably be doing another one, if not more, during the time of this vacation, which is from like Wednesday until Memorial Day, which if you live in the United States is a federal holiday. So that's that. And then from there, we'll probably continue to drop videos, but we'll go from there. In any case, I hope you guys have a great day. Thank you so much, and we'll see you next time. And there's no music. Maybe. There we go. Outro music. Goodbye.